Yes, sir. Yo, can you hear me? Yo, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Can y'all hear me? Hold on.
Hey, man, they about to clown my profile picture. I don't care though. They finna go in on my profile picture. I just thought about that. I should have changed that joint, boy. I was
Hey,
so happy in that picture.
sounded good. Okay. All right. Hey, listen, man. So the local FTW. I don't know what that means. Don't you make more money OTR? That's what I believe.
I don't
Local
believe
two
that.
years before. Hey, bro, you shut up, bro. You on my live feed, bro.
My
Even
fault.
for 2 years, I make more OTR. Honestly, OTR home on weekends. I graduated next month. Already hired. Well dedicated. Might make more, but I like the lifestyle of
Look at this
local.
motherfucker just cut me all off.
Even though I will myself. Let's see. Yo, what up, Smitty? Hey, yo. Didn't Smitty have no, he didn't. Hey, Smitty, did you have a wrench in my joint, man? I don't know if I took that shit.
Hey, bro, you get you. You do my man
Hey,
Schmitty like that, man.
no
Schmitty a good
audio.
dude,
Hello.
man.
Can't hear. No sound. No sound. Success. Yes, sir. You good now? All right. So we good. We good. J and D Raj
60,
was good. Yo,
66
D Raj
people up
good,
in the
man.
joint.
Right. Right. How many likes we got though?
I don't know. I
Ugh.
can't. I can't see all that. Jay get paid. What that mean?
But anyway, so
Jay get paid. I guess he
uh,
meant I need to cash my check from last week. That ain't cash yet. That's what he
oh,
probably
you ain't
mean.
cashed your check yet?
Nope.
Hey, must be nice, boy.
Hey man, we just trying to, you know what I'm saying, be better with our money management, man. We're not trying to spend every dollar we make, man. That's all.
Is that right? So look, man. Okay, I'm tired of us arguing all the goddamn time.
You and me
I'm
both.
tired. Oh, the Wright brother watching. What? The
Shout out
Wright,
to
hey,
the
Wright
right
brother,
brother.
you still around? I ain't know.
Shout out to the right brother, man.
Right. Yo, but
One of the
anyway,
most one of the most positive channels through all the BS that's been going on YouTube. One of the
hey,
most
bro,
positive
nobody's more
channels out there.
positive than me.
I don't know about that, man. You ain't more positive than Miss Pearl.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Miss Pearl got it.
Yeah.
Miss Pearl got it. So, all right,
But do your thing. I'm just driving and listening.
all right. So you feel, because like the dude said, have a great one. Okay, I feel you make more money OTR.
I disagree.
You disagree,
Hmm.
and we go back and forth about OTR and local, but then we both change up the narrative to support our argument, right?
That's a fact.
So, do you feel? See, hey, I'm number one line stepper. He said, what's his name? Say the number one line stepper. So, do you feel like so? What does that mean then?
That means that there's too many different ways in trucking to make money to just say that one specific way is the end all be all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a lot of people
What up, Deja?
speak speaking on situations that they really don't know about. They're just going off of word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it just needs to get to a point. Either you're gonna open your mouth and be accurate, or don't open your mouth at all.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? So, and because you got people out here looking for real
Yeah.
information, and people who out here who are they just don't want to be OTR. I don't understand why we have put this stigma that you have to be OTR to make any real money in trucking. Where I strongly disagree. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But at the same time, where the argument is lost is that we have to look at who's actually arguing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at this state trooper right here. We have to look at who is actually arguing because at the end of the day, if you are a local company driver that works for LTL, there's no reason you should be having a conversation with an over the road owner operator. who is negotiating his own rates.
Right.
As a company driver, you do not negotiate your rates. You have either a percentage, you have a hourly rate, or you have a lowly rate that you are paid. There is no negotiating. You are an employee. You are, quote unquote, for lack of a better term, a slave to that company. You know what I'm saying? As an owner operator who owns his truck, you have the ability to negotiate the rate in which you are paid, and you have the choice to not pull for that rate. You know what I'm saying? As
Right.
a company driver, if you do that, hey, I'm calling out. I'm not going to work for this. You're going to be unemployed.
Right.
As an owner operator, you just might sit for a day or two. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of, I think, the biggest issues with this argument is that you got to look at who's having the argument. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times what I see is an over the road owner operator like a Trucker Brown, because he's one of the ones that speaks on it a lot, and I don't want to, be. Well, I don't want people to think that I'm throwing subliminals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you throw subliminals, people take it in a negative way. I feel like if
They
you
get
speak a
butt hurt.
person's name,
Right.
I ain't gonna say that, but
No,
I'll
I'm gonna
say
say
when
they
you
get butt hurt.
okay.
I'm not
So it's
saying he
kind of
get, but I'm just saying people in general, when you shoot subliminals, they get butt hurt in YouTube. That's
a
just the
fact.
truth.
I always look at subliminals as, someone's trying to, I guess, quote unquote, talk shit, you know what I'm saying, versus make a point. But, damn, you made me lose my point.
Not bad.
Oh yeah, as an owner operator, over the road owner operator such as Trucker Brown, like, say me and him was to have a debate.
Right.
There's really no reason why me and him should be debating it, because he's gonna by default win that conversation because he's an owner operator and I'm not.
Right.
However, if he had a conversation with one of these owner operators who was pulling out of the port, or one of these owner operators who have found, whether you want to call it a local, dedicated, or regional situation where they are just home every day or home every other day, he may find that he's not making that much more than them than he believes. Which I don't know what he believes. I'm just using him as an example because he's one of the ones who more recently spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? I think he had the
Right.
local dude up there on his
About to say
page.
he didn't have about 2 or 3 people local said ain't no money.
Yeah,
So
but
what does that mean?
I believe again that goes back to what type of people are you talking to, because there's so many different ways to look at it. Are you talking to someone who's fresh out of CDL school? Are you talking to someone who is touching boxes? Are you touching to someone who is on the 1099? Are you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's not enough specific details being given out about these specific local opportunities that you're interviewing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they may not make no money, but they may be at a company where they ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? They might be the worst worker on the area. Just like if someone comes to Stevens, or if someone goes to RST and they're not putting in the work like you or Trucker Brown would, and they not making the checks that y'all are, now they're gonna say that Stevens or RST sucks. It's the same thing in a local game.
Right.
Local is hard work. Like there is no, it's not even a comparison to OTR as far as physical and just steady work. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
everyone ain't built for that. You know what I'm saying? They just not. So they go and they think that it's gonna be a cakewalk. They think that they about to just it's gonna be a breeze, and they're gonna do whatever they want for 4 days out the week and be home 3 days, and they're gonna make $3,000 a week. That's not the case. You're gonna come, you're gonna grind. I'm running overnight right now. I'm about to drive
Right.
10 hours overnight. You know what I'm saying? Drive through West Virginia mountains, all that. It's you got to understand what you're asking for. You can either have
Dre said you made the most money. You said you made the most money OTR.
that's a fact. That's a fact. But you got to look at what I was doing. I was training. I was
Right.
training at Swift. You know what I'm saying? So of course I had another person, another body in the truck. So there's just nothing locally that I can do that will net that many miles. But at the same time, Dre got to realize I haven't been an owner operator local yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you're comparing me as a lease operator, owner operator, whatever, training at a mega carrier versus me being, local. I've only been a company driver or working for a owner operator. So it's really hard to compare those two because it's a different pay scale, as I discussed earlier. Now,
Right.
once I go buy a truck, in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, whenever that happens, and then I start pulling, you know, my own truck, then we can revisit that discussion. But as of right now, that's why I will always say that Swift was the highest I was ever paid as a lease op owner over the road training. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's apples and oranges. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But
So the argument is because people be going back and forth. Then So what you're saying is it doesn't make sense to really make this argument.
It really doesn't, man. It really doesn't, because a lot of times what it turns into is that a big old dick swinging contest. You know what I'm saying? And I'm under the belief that you shouldn't have to throw shade on another man's situation to make your shit shine. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? If you are happy doing what you want to do, if you are making the money that you feel is enough money and a lot of money, then just be happy and do that. But for whatever reason, people continuously want to compare and seek validation through what other people make to make themselves feel better about their situation. It's just as simple. Take it from a guy who has flip flop more than anyone probably in the YouTube realm. If you're not happy where you at and you have to question it, leave. Period.
Right.
But don't stay there and then try to compare your situation to everyone around you to validate yourself. Like, okay, this is okay. I'm doing better than him. I'm doing better than her. I'm doing better than him. I'm doing better than her. So you know what? I must be doing pretty good. Versus just accepting, like, okay, I like it here. Yes, I like this $1,500 a week. Yes, I like having to, hustle a little bit more, but I like being home every other day. I'm cool with this. My family is cool with this. I understand that this isn't going to be the long term situation, but as of right now, for the next year or two, this is what I like. This is what I'm going to do. I don't care what anybody else makes. Versus, again, trying to look at everybody else's situation, and you'll be in a never ending cycle like I was in. Jump in
Right.
here, jump in there, jump in here, jump in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. So the whole argument to me is for content, one, but it's like the never-ending book. It'll never end because there's so
Right.
many different perspectives. There's so many different opinions. People feel strongly about what they do. People, need that validation, so they're gonna fight it to the death. And and at the end of the day, people just like fucking with each other is what it
Right.
really comes down to.
Yeah. So Marcus
That's how.
Anderson says depends local company or local owner op. Then most cats
Exactly.
only want to be local for the aspect of home majority. Right. And that's what we're saying. Like the argument between local and OTR, you gotta set boundaries. Okay. If we're gonna
Yeah.
talk, you gotta talk company OTR, company local. Company, because I feel local is not like Stack Bundles. You know what I'm saying? We know he big money out here. I don't consider you local. I consider you as an owner operator who chooses to only take certain loads. So when I talk about people being local ass, dudes, I'm talking about company dudes. Because I can easily choose as an owner operator, and it's just to have the power to do whatever it is that you want to do. So when I say it ain't nothing for me local, I'm talking about going to work for a company, W-2 at a company.
It's
Now,
not
if
that
I
you.
so happen to have, I got my own truck and authority, and I only want to run from Georgia to South Carolina and back, or Georgia to Alabama and back. That's because I'm not local. I feel you're still OTR. I
Right.
just choose to run those routes.
Right. And I can understand that. Basically, in the sense, you don't want to work. And I ain't gonna say you don't want to work. You don't want to be like local truck driving feels too much like a job.
Right.
You know, the reason I think that this situation for me, I can only use my experience. This situation right now that I'm running out of the port is way better than NBI because it doesn't feel like a job. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It doesn't. It's not that 9 to 5 feel. And I think that with a lot of guys like yourself, it's not so much that you're against actual local and being home because that's what it sounds like. It
Right.
comes off as I don't want to be home. I don't want to be home. That's all people. I promise you. That's all people hear. I don't want to be home. I don't want to be home. If you want to be home, you're stupid. I think the term Trucker Brown used was sissified and
Woo.
all that. When the reality is that it's not that you don't want to be home. You just don't want to be back under the restraints of a job field, and that's understandable. That's 100% understandable.
Right.
But it's just like it ain't so much about not wanting to be home. It's just not wanting to be under direct contact with a manager type figure that has say so over your day or coworkers and things to that nature. You know what I'm saying? It's the freedom. It's a freedom that comes with OTR. So that's understandable. Once you experience that type of freedom, a lot of people don't want to give it back. But then at the same time, you guys have not experienced having that freedom and being quote unquote local because you haven't done it. That's all
Right.
I'm saying. You don't
So
know what it would be like to run from Georgia to Texas and back and make still good, make $2,000 a week and not have to deal with that 9 to 5 feel. You may fall in love with that shit. Like, oh, wait a minute. I've been doing what the last 3 years, and I could have been doing this, or you know what I'm saying. So that's
Right.
all I'm saying. You know, guys are speaking on situations that they haven't necessarily done yet. They're just going off of what they think they would feel, because the only thing when you think local, we all think about before trucking, before trucking. Before
Right.
trucking, we was at the 9 to 5s or the warehouses or the culinaries or whatever we were doing. So we think about that as soon as we think about local, and it just scares us away. You know what I'm saying?
So,
So
so I done seen like 2 or 3 people say local got cap on it. They cap your money.
isn't
It's
trucking
endless.
capped in general?
I don't know. You know, it's some OTR guys saying some big numbers out here.
So you don't think that all of this is capped? I don't
It's
think that it's
it may
capped.
be capped, but I think
I
like what they saying is local is the cap is smaller than
right. That's
OTR.
correct. Well, as what though? As an owner operator or as a company driver?
I'm
Because I've
really
yet to hear, I've yet to see any company drivers come out and say, "Oh, I'm making X, Y, Z." It's always owner operators.
right,
I rarely see representation of over the road company drivers. You know what I'm
right.
saying? It's always owner operators. But that goes back to the boundaries. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think I think Bo Shifter said he company ain't he? No, he 1099 ain't he?
No, he W two.
No, yeah, he OTR. He said he made 2200. Oh, but he specialized. Never mind. So
About to
then we
say
gotta take away the specialized.
he pulling tanker and shit, ain't he?
Right,
So they got that. I mean, okay, so that's one. You know what I mean? So
right,
what else? You know what I'm saying? And that's my whole thing. I've already established early in the conversation there is no comparison to a local company driver and over the road or over the road owner operator. Now let's talk about over the road company drivers.
right,
That's the representation I need to see, because every over the road company driver I talk to trying to get to the house.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the money is just isn't that different. I think that's where the conversation or the argument gets lost, because people can't make that distinction. It's always, oh, well, I pull my own freight, or I got this, I do this, yeah, but you own your truck, my guy. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to and everyone isn't striving. Let me make this point. Everyone isn't striving to be an owner operator. Not
Right.
saying that I agree or disagree with that, but everyone doesn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So if we're just talking about company over the road drivers and company local or regional drivers, that's the comparison I need to see. I don't want to see the owner operators and the company drivers anymore. I already know that's not a competition. I've been told
Right.
that multiple times by multiple different sources. I get that, but that's what I need to see is the company over the road drivers, and I don't think you'll
Uh,
find any, or I don't think you'll find much.
you see, the right brother. Sometimes because the numbers that you guys are saying is what people are making in 2 to 3 weeks. Just be happy that you're making most people's 2 week salary in a week. I guess, but it's just my thing. Like I said, I like most people, and the right brother said it. Freedom. That's the main thing I like. My wife like it. When I come home, we took the year off from vacation, but it's 2019, and it's about to go down. You know, and I just feel company you can't do that, and it really shit. Ain't a lot of truck drivers doing that anyway. So it's like some people don't need to talk anyway, because everybody be stuck in their truck all the god daggone time. So
Right.
it's like, yo, let me see. So Beauty and the Beast. Oh, why he delete his message? What in the world? But somebody else want Beauty and the Beast want to talk. I think he got something to say. Let me see.
Oh, put them in here.
But yeah, I just let's see. Yeah.
Pulling containers working for someone that's capped. Oh, okay.
What did he say?
Someone said pulling containers working for someone is capped.
Oh, it's cat.
But
How is that?
my thing is this though. If I don't have an issue with it, why do you?
Ooh,
If you don't
ooh.
want to do it, then just don't do it. But why speak
Right,
on it? That's the you know what I'm saying. That's what I don't get. Like I
right,
get it. Like okay, $75,000 on the 1099 is not a lot of money to some people. So just don't do
right.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
people want to force their opinions on you. They want to force what they believe on you. That's the part I like for what? Like no, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. People don't know how to take. I'm good where I'm at, my G. It's cool. People can't wrap their heads around why people want to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like you have one side, they can't understand why someone wants to be on the road for 3 months at a time, and then you have another side where people can't understand why people want to be home every day. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay to not understand. It's not for you.
Right.
But that don't mean you got to talk about it. You don't got to talk. You don't got to down it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Right.
If you want to go run the road, my G. But don't speak on me because I want to see my son every other day. Because
Right.
I want to make sweet love to my wife every other day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna throw shots or throw subliminals at you for doing what you want to do. Not anymore, anyways. Not in 2019. Maybe a little bit in 2018, 17, but 2019 we're not doing that, man. And I think that goes back to another point. Are you really happy in what you're doing? Because if you're really happy in what you're doing, why are you even looking anywhere else?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
If you are really, really, truly happy in what you are doing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that makes no sense to me. I
Right.
could care less. Somebody come to me right now, like, man, I'm over here at this local job making this. Man, I'm good where I'm at, my G. I'm finally happy. I'm cool. But all these other cats out here who are owner operators or local drivers or whatever they doing, they claim that they happy, but then they be the first ones on Indeed or in the comments of somebody else's YouTube video asking, oh, "Hey man, you said you made this much. Well, how many miles you at? Why do you care if you happy where you at?" Because
Right.
once you put that bug out there, it's just like, you know what I mean? That's the thing about trucking. It's so easy to get a gig in trucking. Once you put that bug out there, once you start looking, you sunk. You in there. They got you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's not like a regular job where you got to go through an application process or orientation, 2, 3 interviews. Nah, trucking, man, you can apply on a Monday and be hired on Wednesday.
Right.
You got
Easy.
And so you got a lot of cats out here who go looking for a job they really don't want, but they just roll with the punches. Next thing they know, they left their gig. It happened
Right.
to me twice.
Right. And
I
it's
ain't
funny
even
because
really want.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm sure because I'm Mister Mega Carrier. When most people leave the Mega Carrier, they move at least 2 or 3 times after that.
That's a fact, and they end up still pulling for the mega carrier.
Right. So it's because even people, but you got to train though. Hey, I mean that's what I like to do. I like to do less because I mean to be honest, at the end of the day, I do less work and make more money.
Right.
So that's what I just look at because I look at the amount of work that I do now compared to what I would have to do local. I just it's mm-mm.
Yeah.
So Dre said he never heard that myth. What myth, Dre? So, should have took you longest time to find your company, Jay. What are you talking about, Alberto? I mean, sometimes it be like that.
I mean, I don't understand. Was that a question or?
I don't even know, bro. I just seen that shit.
I mean, hey, I can't. You can't. Life happens, my nigga. I mean, what you want me to do?
Be a wolf. I have companies need to pay you more because I don't know what that is. Let's see. I
This
know
shit
I
ain't
just
a
skipped a
race.
lot of comments. Hey, Beast, man, you gotta download Google Hangout, man. See, park that every day. What's good? Joy Eyeglasses. Look, he Joy Eyeglass come when the drama comes. So let me go and read his comment. The
Man,
trucking industry needs
shit.
regional drivers, local yard dog drivers, shuttle drivers. But I like putting my kid to sleep and eating at my house and not eating fast food, being a Big Mac away from a CPAP. But that's not every truck driver. Joy Eyeglasses.
Joy eyeglasses. I know guys that eat worse at home than they do at the
You
road.
know what I'm saying? And then I put my son to sleep. I eat in my house. I don't
But you know
understand.
what's
But
funny though?
but you don't make as much money as me, okay?
But see, that's the thing. But see, that's the other side of the argument because we always make it seem like it's OTR drivers going to local drivers. You'll have an occasional local driver who will shoot shots at the OTR, which I don't get it. You home?
Right, right,
You sitting right there, probably sitting
right,
beside your kids. Why you worried about me on YouTube? Not talking about Joy eyeglasses specifically, but I'm just saying, like I just don't understand it. Once you are happy, why do
right.
you care? That's all I want. Someone answer that to me. Once you are truly happy, why do you care?
Question.
That's what I don't get. Now, YouTubers, I understand it's content. All right,
Right,
cool. I'll roll with that. I'll let you have that.
right,
But just subscribers and people in general that just watching, once you are truly happy in your situation, You'll never hear the Wright brother talk shit about nobody else. You know why? That man taking his family to Cancun, Mexico, living life happy. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Right,
don't give a fuck about nobody else pay rate with
bro.
with the
Don't.
with the with
First
the
of all, no
fuel
one likes the
surcharge.
Wright brothers, so I'm just gonna be real with you on that.
I fuck with the Wright brother,
I
but
don't.
even though he jinxed my Instagram post the other day, he
Damn.
What up?
Beast in the building.
what's
Hey,
going on, Beast?
can I see myself? Hey, I'm excited. This all new to me. So, hey, you guys can see me.
Yeah,
You can see my
Yeah, I
whole
see.
background,
I see you.
you can
just
see you
like
sitting on
Jay.
the bed.
Oh man, y'all, I'm giving up too much info.
Yeah, you chilling at the crib.
Yeah, man. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing? Happy holidays. Happy New
Same to
Year's
you,
to you,
brother. Same
Same
to
to
everybody.
you.
you, cuz.
Can
So,
can y'all can y'all hear me good or what?
yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
good. So,
Hey,
so
hey, hey, real quick, shout out Frenchie and Red. They checking in. Ain't got nothing for them though. They asking for money. I'm broke.
put your red in here.
Yeah.
When they
Oh,
gonna sh-
oh,
uh, when they gonna show their faces?
probably
Hey
never.
man,
Tell my
that's
Frenchie
not
and
their.
Red.
That's
I
not
want to
their.
see some faces.
That's
Go
not
ahead.
that's not their swag, man. They got that Batman theme. You know what I mean?
Hey, Joy
Yeah,
Aglass
yeah.
is a joke, man. And I mean, well, it's not a. I actually, never mind. No, you right. You make more than me. We're not even gonna go there. So, but anyway, go ahead, Beast.
So let me see, cause I came in on the butt end. So we talking about the
Oh,
OTR and local, right? Far as the
Right,
yes, sir.
debate if who's making more and if you're a company driver, not an owner op or at least, correct?
right,
Correct.
So what I was saying, one thing off the top that really it really did something for me when I was with the company with Swift going OTR was the fact that you could work every single day if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So right off back, when it comes to a local compared to an OTR, it's really no comparison because if you local, they're not gonna let you get all that overtime or whatever else it is, depending on how you're doing it with the local thing compared to the OTR, it ain't no cap. You can work as much as you want. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So if you're a real hustler if you come into the game hungry like I did, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, shit, it's unlimited the money I can make. You know what I
Right.
Hold
mean?
on.
So I
So
can fit
you mean unlimited for OTR or for local?
for OTR.
How would it be unlimited when you are capped to 70 hours that you can drive?
You're not capped because you can run your recaps.
And he
If
Yeah,
you
teaming.
but you still can't drive more than 70 hours in that 7 8 day period. Whereas local drivers, I know specifically, um, LTLs, when they done driving, they go on the dock and work, and that's how they make their extra money. So that's not considered driving time. But as an OTR driver, it don't matter how hard you run, how heavy you run, you can't drive past 70 hours. You see what I'm saying? So
But he
how
teaming though.
yeah.
oh, but see that's different. Well, of course, that's you can't even compare
Narrative
that.
to change the argument.
Wait a minute. I mean, I was gonna get to that. You know what
Oh,
I'm
my bad.
saying. So I know I was telling with Jay as far as it's 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 ways that you got to do certain things to work to your advantage. You
Right.
Right,
you know what I'm saying. So like with me, I was gonna say with the OTR, if you teaming, especially my situation is golden because I got my wife, so we all together.
Yeah, you
You know
right,
got
what
the
I'm
cheat code.
saying? So we working 24 hours around the clock and all the money coming in one pot. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't make a difference if I was OTR with a company or if I was owner op. I still made good money because of the situation. You know what
right.
I'm saying? So everybody's situation is different, but I'm saying the opportunity that you have OTR with your mate or somebody you grinding with is way more than local. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because the fact that you can keep going.
So let me
So,
ask this: what if someone said they wanted? And I'm playing devil's advocate. I already know
Talk
you
to
got
me.
you already know you got the cheat code because you own your truck and you and your wife team, so y'all killing them. But let me ask this: what if someone said, hypothetically, because people just throw narratives out in trucking it without no facts, anyways. But what if someone wanted to say, well, me and my wife are both local and we both have our own separate local truck driving jobs, and what we make, with overtime and bring it together can equal out to the same as what a company OTR couple would make. Does that
Cause,
make
'cause-
sense?
yeah, it makes sense, but what 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 I'm saying is the difference is the hours that you're allowed to work if you with a company local, because the laws, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be totally different than when you OTR. You really running nonstop. You know what I'm saying? When me and my wife run, we never stop. You know what I mean? And I stay out. Shit. We just came up from the holiday. We was out 2 months straight. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you can't do that. You can't do that at the house.
So are you
Okay.
saying you saying you would never go local? Are you saying that?
I would
Nah,
never
he
go
ain't saying.
local.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm
Oh.
saying I'm saying right now, as far as me, it's so many different lanes out here. I'm
That's a
still
fact.
learning. I'm
Yeah,
learning.
that's a
You know what
Right.
I'm
fact.
saying? So I know people that got trucks and running local, and they just stand in California, in this area. You know what I'm saying? Just running from LA to San Diego or Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, and coming home every day. You know what I
Right.
mean? I
So
don't know
some
exactly.
hey
Go
B,
ahead.
somebody said who wants to be out 2 months straight?
Shit, I don't know. Ask my bank account.
Oh man.
Let him
I'm
know.
good.
Hey, look,
You know what I
hold
mean?
on.
He
Hey,
shooting
Hey,
his
you
look.
shot,
know, on
ain't
my hey, that's why I'm glad I can come on somebody else's channel, because on my channel I don't talk numbers. You know what I'm saying?
he?
But I'm on your
Hey,
channel
hey, hey!
now.
Don't dirty up his living
Man, you
room.
know, hey, bro, don't dirty up my channel, B.
you,
Take this
you
shoes
know what I'm
All
off.
right,
saying?
You
now
my
look though.
friend.
So check
I'm
this out.
just yes,
Check this out.
sir.
I got another question because again, I got to keep playing devil's advocate to make this conversation more entertaining. Check this out. Okay, so I don't know how much you and your wife was making. I'm talking about as company now. I'm not talking about leasing the owner
Okay,
operator.
yeah,
As
that's
company, I
company.
don't know. I don't know what y'all was making over the road teaming. Let me say this. Okay, so my situation right now. Let's
Do
say
you wait
my
a minute first? Do you want to know? Cause I'll tell you.
yeah. Tell me. That'll help the
We,
question.
we was averaging, just from driving, not training, just teaming. Me and her, we was making from 1,200 to 15. The most I made was 1,700 in one week. That's a piece though. So you got to
Peace.
double that. You know what I'm saying? So we was average. Say we average like 1,300.
1,300 a piece. Okay. Now, what if someone said, and I'm just gonna use my situation, me and my wife run out of the port for this owner operator separately. You know what I'm saying? We don't team, we run two separate trucks. We both bring home $1,500 a piece and we home every other night. How would you then compare that to, you know what I'm saying? Like your
I
situation.
think that sound hell of a good. But it would have to make me wonder, because I remember when you left Swift and went to the docks, and then you said some the money wasn't right, or something, you went back OT.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
No,
would have
that's
to
a fact.
question that. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no,
Cause I
no,
I was
100%.
happy for you. I was like,
Yeah,
man, okay, he back home, because you said, you went through whatever, and you said you want to come home with your family. When you first started, everything was cool and all of that, and then you left that. Then you got the trash company job, which I know
right,
is a good job. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So I thought everything was cool with that, but for some reason you kept going back OTR. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. No, no. I
Talk
understand
to me.
100%.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
just
cause
playing devil's advocate here.
yeah. For sure, for sure. Like I've already spoken on my inconsistency on my channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the most reliable source of information. I'm just playing, you know, again, adding to the conversation. My whole thing was just like you keep saying like you was making more OTR than you would as a local job. And
Right.
I'm just saying based off of what I'm experiencing now, which I get your point. Why did I leave before? You know what I'm saying? So that was on me for my situation, but everybody's situation may not be like that. Like they might not run into the inconsistencies
When
that
you
I've
when
run into in my trucking career. You know what I'm
when
saying?
you
They
came when you came back to Swift, Jay, because I was following you, and I was rooting for you. You had buzzard luck at that time. You know what I'm saying? When people come in your truck, can't hardly even recognize English, and don't, you know what I'm
oh
saying?
yeah.
Don't even have,
You talking
you
about old
you
boy? You talking about old boy?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it was, you was
yeah.
like, man, I can't be dealing with this. You know what I mean? It was just you had a stroke of bad luck. You didn't give it a chance when you came
Right.
back. You know what I'm
And then a
saying?
lot a lot of it too is a
What?
lot of stuff I never end up putting out publicly. I had a lot of personal shit I dealt with, you know what I'm saying, the last year. So I was gonna put that shit out, but I ended up not putting it out, you know what I'm saying? But that plays a big role as to why my shit went the way it did. So I understand that, you know what I'm saying, from someone from your perspective looking at like, oh, how can I take advice from somebody who did, but you have people out here who are doing that though. You have someone who will give you a piece of
Oh,
information.
you actually
they
fixing
they
stuff. I thought you
they
were
can't
fucking around.
they can't verify it, but they'll take that and run with it. You See what I'm saying? And
Right.
they'll use that in an argument. Like somebody might tell them, like, yo, I've been OTR for 2 months, but I'm making X, Y, Z, da 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 da. And they don't verify no pay stubs, they don't verify no settlements, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll come up here and say, oh, OTR makes more than local, but they ain't showed you nothing. Whereas
Right.
me, even with my inconsistencies, I've showed you damn near every settlement. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Hey, Stack Bundles in here.
What's up,
Is it-
G-Ball?
What
You know,
up?
we out here fixing shit out here on the at the yard and shit. You know, I got a shop and shit.
Oh, okay.
This is my man right here. Look. Let him know who you is. Top mechanic in the world right here. You ever called in Vegas, he gonna take care of you.
All
well,
right.
what state he in?
He in Vegas. We in Vegas with it.
Oh,
Vegas
oh,
and
y'all in Vegas?
Chicago.
You in Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas and Chicago with it. I got hubs in 2 states.
Okay. So the mechanic is in Vegas?
Yeah, I got one in Vegas. This the one I'm next to right now, but my other one in Chicago. But
No,
yeah.
I'm in Vegas right now. That's why I was asking, because I ain't got no mechanic out here.
Oh yeah, well you got one now.
That's what I'm saying.
bro. B, finder's fee, bro. I got to charge you for that. I help you out with
That's
that.
why I say in Vegas.
So,
Well,
Stack, what you feel about local and OTR? I don't feel. But real quick, you not local, bro.
I built my whole look. My first year in trucking was all local. I was running 9 miles up the street for Ford. I was running 26 miles up the street for Volvo and making 5,000 a week. What you mean? Local.
But you was the owner operator though.
I mean,
yeah, that's all right.
yeah.
What
I
you
mean,
where you call Harler? Here, call Harler.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And again,
Yeah.
that's when that's what we saying. We got to set boundaries. So when we talk about local guys, I think most people are talking about local company guys.
Right. But what I'm saying to you is that your company that you working for, just like me, I'm a motor carrier. So my company that I provide service for, I have local runs that will outgross my OTR runs just because people would rather have reliable service.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. See, when you make it to levels where you actually deal with the customer and not just dropping shit off to the customer, then you get an interaction of how this shit really works. It really it's negotiation all across the table. I can go cut Steven out of half of their shit if I had all the equipment. You see what I'm saying? But I wouldn't do that because you my man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, good.
Then we gonna cut him out.
Hey.
You know what I mean? We gonna cut him out.
Hey,
But
D. You ain't
What you
understanding the question though, bro. Because what you saying is still on the owner op tip. But if somebody
I ain't never been
worked for
company,
you, they
so
couldn't.
I would look. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I would
go.
never understand it because I ain't never been in these shoes.
Hey, there
I'm
we
sorry.
go. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I would never understand that because I came straight out the gate. I got my own authority. You know, I ain't never went for nobody company. Worked for my own. Learned on my own equipment. Broke my own shit. Fixed my own shit. And learned how not to do it again.
So Stacks, is you a carrier?
What's up?
Do you pay your local drivers more than you pay your OTR drivers?
No, they all get 30%. Cause ain't nobody giving out 30% to niggas that don't own shit.
Right. So who make more then?
Huh?
Who make more? Your local or OTR guy?
Oh, the OTRs, because they gonna look, they gonna make more money the further look. Like
there it go. That's what we saying.
That's what we saying.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a perfect question. Yeah, OTI is gonna make way more money than local niggas just because I'm gonna run out of hours running local during the week. Okay, so I'm gonna run out of hours doing that shit, right? And I'm gonna cap my money off, say at about $5-6 grand. But I could run 3 days, go from Chicago to Vegas and make 10 bands and still have half my week left. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that goes to show you to make 20 bands. 20 bands. 6 days.
But I'm saying, so OTR is making more money.
OTR, yes, they do make more money.
That's what we saying.
They do more work. They do more work, though. They do more work.
Hey, D-Rob, but that's why I was saying it's so many different lanes. And now we're in the car hauler lane. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I will be a part of.
Yeah, that sounds real nice right there.
Right. Hey, so you know, I already been in touch with you. The wife gave me the green light.
Look, I'm gonna give you what you call local and what's the mile radius on regional. How about that? What's the mile radius on regional for y'all? Which I would say is regional driving. How many miles?
I mean, regional. Regional is that's.
One load though. We talking about one load. How many miles?
I mean, regional can still be 600 miles.
Okay, that's one way or all
one way.
round trip.
One way.
Okay. Now I got a load that pay me consistently 3 times a week, 4,000 a day, going 526 miles one way from Las Vegas to the Bay. Now I counted 1,000 miles because they got to come back home. You see what I'm saying? So my whole run is 1,000 miles. Now I know that's probably what OTR to y'all, right? Because I'm going 1,000 miles.
But I mean, when you talk about, truck owner, you get the race, you get that, like I get that all day. You know what I'm saying? But that's not company. Company, you ain't gonna get that.
Yeah, well,
so you can't. You know what I mean? Because those kind of hard to compare them numbers like that.
And my thing is, because the one thing, kind of got this with going back and forth OTR, but I want to make as much money as possible, as quick as possible, working less, and I've done that. And I feel going local, like some dudes, after 1 year or whatever, and going local, it's just not gonna cut it. Now, if you want to, people, hey man, you need to get into fuel, and hey man, I don't want to do that. I'm not hauling fuel. That's just me.
I mean, if you want to make the big bucks, you want to specialize. That's just guaranteed.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So, like we said, that's why we're trying to set boundaries here, because it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Because some people, maybe like Joey Eyeglasses said, he's okay with being, I guess, company or whatever he is, so he can tuck his kids in the bed or whatever. Someone like myself, Stacks, and the Beast, we want more. So, even though Stack, he's doing local, what I'm saying? He OTR, he just choose.
Hey, he do what he wanted. He doing what he want to do.
Hey, the name of the game. The name of the game is, when I first came out here last year, I was already telling motherfuckers, like, look, my goal, I'm already making plans to get out the truck. You feel me? I wasn't never wanted to be a trucker. I just wanted to get out the street, and I felt like trucking was gonna pay me just like the streets did. So, therefore, car hauling was the most lucrative lane, and the one I had the most control over. You know what I mean? Like when I could deliver, who I could deliver, things like that. So when you look at it like that, it's almost like you don't want to drive. The whole point of getting in the truck and being an owner operator is so you don't have to drive, so you can level up and get that opportunity to somebody else that needs it. You see what I'm saying? Like all my stuff, they gone, goddammit, because I done gave other niggas opportunity. And that's the really shit you could do, is put another motherfucker in position to make money, feed their family.
How many trucks you got now?
I got 2 over here with me and another 3 in Chicago.
Big money.
That's right.
Hey, so look, somebody said, what's the name? Macau, whatever.
But you gotta have them trailers too, though. So remember that. You gotta have them trailers. You ain't getting no money.
Right. So somebody said, I saw, hey, Beauty.
Good. KingDrodge said that they can see you in the back. We live. Yeah, you can see you. We live. That's the point of being live, right? I'm just saying. So don't take your clothes off.
Does the oil field count as OTR or local?
Local.
Oil field local as hell. Those boys doing like 20, 30 miles, 60 miles.
But people gotta fly out to the oil field.
That's because they choosing to travel out there.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Take away from the fact that that's a local. That ain't no different if somebody was to travel to Virginia to run out of the port. You travel just because you travel to a job. OTR is you driving your truck home. You driving your truck to the freight. When you have to travel outside of the truck somewhere, wherever that situation is, that's their home base. You're just choosing to travel to their home base. So that is a local situation in Texas that you're just traveling to. So in a sense, you're adding the expense to that gig. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I tell people, when you look at the oil field, yeah, you making that money, but if you got to pay to go home, are you really making what you think you're making, because you got to pay to get there and to pay to get home?
So, but again, is the oil field specialized, or is that, what is that?
Yeah, that shit specialized.
Okay.
That shit specialized to me.
So we can't. So we gotta take that out of local then. No.
So are you taking all specialized out? Because that case, car hauling don't count. Because car hauling is definitely specialized.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Truthfully.
Again, I already specified who I was talking to. Any guy
Right.
who is W-2 at the even and again, I understand we got to have local guys. Okay,
100%.
this is argument. This is YouTube entertainment. So relax. Anybody in the comments, shut your goddamn mouth. But
Oh, they
anyway,
going in.
right. So, but I'm just saying, anybody that is a local W-2 going home, sleeping in your bed every night, it ain't for me. Okay, it ain't enough money.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be enough money for everybody because I only make $1 a year. So
hey, look,
you can live off that, then you good.
The thing about it though in this whole game, man, it's all about your hustle. You know what I'm saying? Because I know somebody that jumped in. He was working for Walmart, and he had jumped out of his truck and bought him a truck and was doing the car hauling because what he heard, and he didn't do too good because he didn't have a hustle like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the hustle in any lane that you do. Just like the person said, why was you out for 2 months? I got a plan. You know what I'm saying? So me and my wife, we grinded. We got a 5-year plan. You know what I'm saying? So
So one of the reasons I got a problem with local, I feel is dead end. Ooh. Is that a bad thing to say?
Hey,
you feel like it's what now?
Hey, what up with local is a dead end.
I hear you stack bundles.
Nah, I'm gonna let him finish. Go ahead, but I want to address what you just said. The reason I got a pretty good idea why he didn't make it. You see what I'm saying? Because car hauling ain't like your normal trucking job. It's mostly independent. So if you can't establish or politic with individuals correctly, so you can establish new business and continue customers, then it's a repeat business type of thing. You know what I mean? It's a real small community, and everybody know each other. So once your name is gone, your game is gone. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I gotta write that down. Once your name is gone, the game is gone. I'm putting it on Facebook.
Yeah, I like that too.
Dropping gems on them.
You know. I try.
Nah, but to answer your question, D-Rod, like it's because then you have to ask when we talk about local company drivers, are we talking about somebody who wants to do it the rest of their life, or they just doing it temporarily?
Right. Again, you gotta he's trying to set boundaries here, bro. I'm trying. I'm trying to. I don't know. I'm just again. I can only go off. I'm only going off what's in my head, what I see, and what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's just for argument's sake. I'm trying to do more than what I think I can, because I feel like what I can make local, that's kind of like what I put aside after even paying myself and paying expenses. What I'm doing now. So I just feel like, because because we all know it be local company dudes. I'm local. I'm just saving up to buy a truck. How? Because then it's possible, but
it's gonna take a hell of a lot longer. But it's definitely possible.
Right. It is. Yeah, that is true. And then
on the company side, everything gonna take a lot longer.
Yeah, and then
that's all it is. It's not so much better or worse. It's just longer or quicker, more so than that's all that is.
Right.
Cause I saved up to do my truck doing you know what I'm saying, with the company in a year.
Right. Because you was OTR.
I was OTR. I'm on the OTR side. I'm just saying what you can do. I noticed that when I first started, that it really, I felt like I could make as much. I had never, you know what I'm saying? I come from construction. I was a scaffold builder for 25 years. You know what I'm saying? So I had shutdowns where we worked 30 and 45 days straight at the refineries and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I never had a job where I felt like I could work damn near every day if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was telling my wife, I was like, damn, babe, with this trucking shit, we really can write our own ticket. If we grind, that's all you gotta do is grind.
Right.
Write your own ticket.
I'm trying to, hey, any local guys in the comments, send me your Gmail, download Google Hangout. Because right now, it's all OTR dudes up here. Stack bundles.
It's all OTR owner operators up here.
Hey, nah, man. Hey, I'm on the orchestrator, man. I don't do no
Hey,
driving,
bro,
Hey,
baby. I don't do no driving,
bro,
baby.
you ain't no funky ass dude.
Hey, baby, I told you, baby, when I was on, I don't do no driving, baby.
Right,
hey,
right.
That boy
hey, but
said
Hey,
on
that,
the
Stat. Hey,
orchestrator.
Stat. I'll be right there with you, baby.
you
Come
know,
on, my nigga. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, come on up here with me, baby. I'm telling you.
Right, right.
I mean that's the thing right there. Though Static Bundle made a valid point, and I feel the same way as far as the whole object getting in the game is to get out the truck. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. But I got a 5-year plan with my situation. But at the end of the day, that's what I'm working towards. You know what I'm saying? Having a fleet and being out the
Right.
truck and doing some other things. So
So
that's
real
where your
quick.
mindset got to be. If you grinding.
Right.
And
So
don't be
Fritzy,
afraid to buy no old trucks, long as they, environmental friendly. And they going along with all the compliances. Don't be afraid to buy them outdated trucks, out of warranty trucks. Cause my first truck cost me 25 cash, and that motherfucker still humping.
hey, bro, I'm gonna tell
Humping
you
and
right
humping
now.
and humping.
I got that mega carrier Kool-Aid in my blood, all brand new,
Oh
all
yeah,
brand new,
yeah,
cuz.
yeah. You gonna have to put some. Yeah, you got to put a little money into these old trucks to get them back running and
Hey,
Yeah,
brand
yeah,
new.
I ain't got that stack bundles money, so we got to get that new hotness.
hey,
Oh
you
no!
know
Look, look,
what?
look, 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 look! Look, the cold part about it, when you come over Drodge, the lane already paved. So lease trucks, finance trucks, they all welcome because they're gonna be paid off within 2-3 months. This
Right,
type of shit we do.
Hey,
right.
check
Well,
this.
wait, look at that boy.
Frenchie
He
and
made
Red
us.
said, I drove local for owner op, saved up, and bought my first truck in 4 months. So he's saying he did it local.
But
Hey,
see again,
you see what I'm saying? Local make good money if you
bro,
stay
he
out
drove
there.
for an owner out. He probably got 30% or 50
And
50.
he was running off the grid. Them
Right.
ELDs, them
Like,
logs
come
was
on,
not right.
Frenchie and Red. Like, hey, bro, we
Hey,
being real, we being honest.
that motherfucker was in that bitch 24/7. He ain't go to sleep. That motherfucker stayed running.
Right,
Right.
right.
Bought him a truck
We
in
know.
4 months.
That
Hell
old
yeah.
school.
Right. Come on, man. We know. I know we ain't been driving as long as you, but we know what that
It's
means.
just so hard. It's just so hard for a company motherfucker to come up, man, when they busting you with the cent per mile and salary.
Right.
Yeah,
I advise
it's a
everyone
difference.
out there that's trucking
It's a
percentage
big
only. Kiss
difference.
my ass.
Right.
It's a big difference for sure.
Yeah.
I
See,
learned
look,
that.
he was 50% hauling gas. Come on, that ain't
Oh
even local,
yeah.
bro.
Oh,
That ain't
he
local,
was
bro.
winning.
Right.
Yeah,
That
he
ain't
was winning.
local, bro. That's specialized, Frenchie.
Yeah, he winning.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
but
that's a
I
that.
feel like this whole thing is just like a lose lose for local, man. Like
It is.
if you find somebody who doing a local is specialized or it's, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, like I don't understand it, man. Like it's people out here doing they're like for whatever reason we see the title local and I don't know if it scares us like if they are home multiple times throughout the week, home on the weekend, that's local.
Hey,
Whether
I'm
it's an
in
owner
truck tomorrow,
operator
folks.
or driving for somebody, that's local. Like, but when we find someone who fits that description and we change it up, oh no, that's not local, that's specialized. Oh no, that's just you just got special. Nah, man, that's local. They home. Like at the end of the day, what I'm talking about is a situation where you can be home multiple times throughout the week and home on the weekend and make money just as
Hey,
much as OTR, and that's out there.
hey, Jay. Remember what you said though. You're gonna be working so many hours when you come home. You know what I'm saying. It ain't gonna be no damn difference. You're gonna be going straight to bed.
But
Right.
some people
No
want that
damn
though.
difference.
Some people
You
want
be
that though. I'm
you
not
like you.
saying I do, because technically I'm
No,
not local. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing
Yeah, you're
devil's
not
advocate
local,
because
Jay.
I'm not local. So let's get that out there. I'm technically OTR and stop by
And
the house
again,
multiple times
you're
throughout the
not
week.
W-2.
Yeah,
You
that
are
too.
you
Yeah.
are a semi-owner operator.
You gonna throw whatever title you can out there.
Hey, bro, hey, look, and this be the shit right here though. This be when somebody say big not whatever he's talking about some intermodal 1,500 a week. But again, if you 1,500 a week, it's kind of like what I put aside. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I understand,
but you
but
What you
but you
trying to say
training.
is
You training
1,500
though.
ain't no money in truck.
But
Exactly.
but
You
then you
training, dog.
training though. You can't compare the training. That's a whole nother level. You
but
training.
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. I don't 1,500 is not enough. So I'm
Right.
doing what I
For
gotta
you
do.
though.
Exactly.
And then
Exactly.
so basically what it sounds like you're trying to do is you're trying to find a very small percentage of trucking, which is a W-2 company driver, and you're trying to compare it to every other part of trucking. That's
because
unfair.
it's boo-boo.
That's unfair.
It's
You can't do that.
boo-boo.
You can't
Hey,
do
look
that.
though, but if you local going home every night, making $1,500-$1,600 a week, that's good money.
Good.
That's what I'm
that's
doing right
6
now.
grand.
To
That'll
be
get
for
you
at
a
a
motherfucking month.
at a company, you know
Close
what I'm
to
saying? I didn't know.
But hold on, wait a minute. Is that before or after tax? Wait a minute.
Well,
Yeah, he
if
ain't
that's
gonna
the
see
case, then
half of that, of course. He ain't gonna
Right.
see
well,
half.
then I mean,
Yeah.
but then that's the same thing as owner operators out here putting out their revenue, but not including fuel and expenses and what they paying the company. So it's you know what I'm saying. You got to go both ways.
But
You know what I
but
That's
mean?
even
true.
Because
even
we
if he's
because
doing
we
That's
that,
both
true.
and hold on. We all know that there's owner operators out here telling you that they bringing in 6,000, but realistically they only taking home 1,500 after they pay everything. I mean, I'm just
hey,
we're gonna call a spade a spade.
are
You
we
know what I'm
shooting
saying?
subliminal, Jay?
Yeah.
Not at all.
No,
Not at
no,
all. We
but
just
no,
we setting
no.
boundaries. We
I mean,
setting
Right.
boundaries.
yeah, but that's like apple to oranges though, because if you got the people that's in a certain kind of leases that's paying high and all that, that's different. But the owner operator got his right as far as monthly payment and all that. Your money is gonna be way different. I mean, you're gonna have some slow weeks, but the majority, it's like night and day. You know what I'm saying? Just like the summer. I came in the summer, I was making so much money, it was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like that in the winter. I know
Right.
the winter was gonna slow down, but I know how much it's gonna slow down. But now I know. You know what I'm saying? Because it was times in the summertime when me and wife was making 13.5 in 1 week and bringing home like 9. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean,
It's
shit.
just so hard, man, because we're trying to base this conversation off inaccurate information. People not putting out the whole truth out there. It's like I said earlier.
Alright.
If you
Alright.
ain't gonna if you if you ain't gonna open your mouth accurately, don't open it at all. But don't sell dreams or don't put out these numbers without the full details, and then run with that argument where you got a company guy who trying to give people real information. Yeah, I made 1,200 after everything, but then you got an owner op who will say, man, I made $11,000 this week. Well, what about your expenses, my dude? You can't ask me to give
Right.
you my net, but you just giving me right off top without anything. It's an unfair.
Right.
It's
Without
an
the
unfair
fuel,
argument.
taking out another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you trying to
Right.
set the conversation up against the local guy from Jump from GP. So it's like you know what I mean. It's but I get it though. You know what I mean. That's for whatever reason we have
Hey,
put. You know.
can I reiterate real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Talk
your
to
thing.
me.
All right, now look. Let's just take me per se. I ain't gonna say you was throwing that shot at me, but I'm gonna answer that question for you. Now listen, if it takes me, if I'm going 1,000 miles up to the bay, and that load gonna guarantee me $4,000, it only costs me $820 to go round trip. How much money have I profited in one day?
Shit.
Made a lot
Three
of money.
$3,100. In 3 days,
3,200.
how much
Yeah.
money I have profited in 3 days? In 3 days, I have profited $9,300.
9,300. Yeah.
Right.
Woo.
And you run that every other day. You at home with your family on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, and Saturday.
Right.
And you done made $10,000 for the week. One truck, my
Woo.
nigga. One
Right.
truck.
You probably could take that next week off.
Hey, no, look, fuck that.
That
Fuck that. You can run the whole fucking month, nigga, and you niggas still ain't
exactly.
gonna catch up.
Right.
You
Right.
niggas gonna have to work half a fucking year to catch up, nigga.
Right. And
That's true.
what
And
I'm saying.
look. Hey, hold up, but look. And then don't let me get hungry and go out there for 2-3 months straight, nigga.
Woo.
Exactly.
That's
I'll
what
come over there and buy
I'm
your
on
truck,
your
nigga, and
side.
put you out of business.
Right. But I'm trying to figure out what are we comparing that to? We
Nah,
comparing that to what?
Local news.
I'm just saying because
How about that? But we
people
already
ain't putting
said
the
that.
whole thing. You
Oh
said
yeah,
people ain't putting the whole.
I'm not saying you. I'm
I
just
know
saying they
that.
are out there.
That's why I said let me.
Right.
I know you ain't throwing it at me, but let me just answer the question as if you was.
Right.
You see
Right.
what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
know. I understand that. You know, you're a car hauler owner, right? You're making bread. There's no doubt. What I'm saying
But
is
it ain't even
that's
about car hauling, my nigga. It's just a numbers game. Remember that. It ain't gonna never be about what you doing. It's how much of it you're doing.
But it does though if we're talking about owner operator versus a company driver. There's no comparison.
All right, look at it like this. If your company gave you unlimited access to your route and say you can go make as much money as you want to, Jamal, all you got to do is abide by the rules. Stay in your truck. You can sleep in the motherfucker and stay on the road with the motherfucker and come home, bring the money home. At the end of the week, you done made 20 grand for their ass, right? And they're going to give you 30% of it. That's 6 G's in your motherfucking pocket for the week.
Right.
This company drivers out here eating like that, bro.
W-2?
W-2, 1099, that's how. Look, W-2 falls on the employer, bro. It ain't got shit to do with nothing else. If I want to put you on W-2, I'm just going to pay into your fucking unemployment and all this other bullshit.
Right.
Shit, that don't mean shit to me. When you making me 20 grand a month, it ain't shit to go put 2,000-3,000 in your fucking benefit package.
But see, Stacks, to counter argue that, you're coming at it from an owner, a fleet owner who's paying his drivers great money. There are fleet owners out here who ain't paying their drivers shit. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what you would have to compare that situation to. You can't compare it to a singular company driver or even a singular owner. You would have to compare your situation to fleet owners out here who are getting over on drivers and drivers being OTR ain't making half of that in a week. You see what I'm saying? You have a great situation that you can offer people. Everybody ain't offering that situation to people. People out here getting screwed. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the people who are trying to go local, because they feel like it ain't no money OTR, because this fleet owner just screwed them out of all this money and pocketed all that shit. That's all I'm saying. Now, if everybody worked for stacked bundles, we'd be out here hauling ass. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm about to start working for stacked bundles. I just want
you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? It ain't too many fleet owners that want to pay their drivers, that they want to pocket that money. You know what I'm saying? And put it back towards the. I'm not saying that I'm not a fleet owner, so I can't speak on it. But I'm just saying from the driver's perspective of driving for a fleet driver, like I get it, you want to grow the business, but damn, my G, I want to make some type of money if I'm gonna help you build your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you got a lot of selfish fleet owners out here who ain't trying to make sure their drivers eat, which is why we run to the quote unquote white boy on the W-2 locally, because they're gonna make sure we're gonna make some money versus these badass fleet owners over the road who fucking us every chance they can get. That's all I'm saying.
That white boy fucking you every chance you can get. He just playing chess with your mind, so you don't see it.
Hey, real quick, hey, can we slow down on the F word?
Oh, yeah, I got you. My fault.
I love the conversation, but just, just say flunk or something. But yeah, I just, man, it's just an argument. But I really wish, and that's the funny thing too, because the local, their comment, local cats.
Man, I'm in here holding it down by myself, man. Like,
well, you're not local anyway, but local cats will comment.
I'm trying to argue for them.
But yeah, they won't make videos. When people give them a platform to talk about their situation, they won't do it. Right. I'm trying to get some local dudes up in here. None of them want to show up.
Hey, D-Rod, no, I was never local. I just saying when I was company, though, you know what I'm saying? I was putting it out there.
But you was OTR though.
Yeah, I ain't never did nothing else.
Right. Me neither. I really can't see myself, me personally, being a local driver.
Town say he trying to come up here. He a local owner operator.
I like the
local
fact that
owner operator.
Yeah.
When I was with the company, I liked the fact of coming home and staying like 7 days off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then going back out for 4-5 weeks and then taking 7 days off. That was cool.
Right. I'm the same way. Me and my wife like that shit. I just can't see, because I even thought about when I get out of the truck and go home, I go try to find some local stuff. I can't even see myself doing that. I ain't gonna lie. I just now if I'm doing some stack bundles going 9 miles, getting what they getting paid car hauling.
I mean, it's all about your connection. That's all. If you got your tractors, you know what I mean, and you run up on a couple personal clients, you know what I mean, you might have some local stuff going, and you're gonna be cool coming home every day. It's definitely out there once you get the rubbing shoulders with the right people, because I know people that is doing it. For me myself, I like being on the road with my wife, homie. We chilling.
Right.
This ain't felt like a job to me yet.
Hey,
Not yet.
everybody, hey,
You know
hey,
what
and
I
that's
mean?
another thing. Everybody ain't gonna hire your situation, nigga. You
I
winning
know.
too.
Yo, he
You winning
winning.
too.
Hey,
You
winning.
really winning. You don't even
Winning.
know, nigga. Hey, that's like being in prison with your girl, nigga.
Exactly.
You winning. Fuck you mean,
Oh
nigga?
shit.
Prison wouldn't have been so bad, nigga, if I had my female up in there.
Right.
Right.
Winning.
They
And
say I'm
she's
winning,
driving.
man. Okay,
But
you
yeah,
on? Okay,
a
she
big
on.
knock Chi-Town trucker. Download Google Hangout. Send me
Come
your
on, Shot
Gmail
Town.
and
Come up
come
in
on
this
in
bitch.
here.
Hey, you know what, D-Right? That's a good topic on the next one though. What Bundle was saying and you were saying about, because I still don't know. Because my truck was a 2013, and sometimes I wonder should I have got a new one. And I keep going back and forth with the numbers because they say
Right.
you save like I pay $2,000 a month, right? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But at the same time, I got to get my PM. I get that shit done every 10 or 12,000 miles. You know what I'm saying? That should be three, four, 500, whatever the case may be. So that's more money that you're spending right there. That's almost going to accumulate what you will be paying if you was paying on a new.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
My view on
I'm
that.
thinking about the lease. I'm talking about. I like how LaShawn Parks do the lease thing and gonna just turn it. Yeah, you too. The way you
Right.
just keep leasing, because if you're gonna run OTR, you putting a gang of miles on your shit. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So if you keep leasing, then you just keep getting new trucks and be able to run them like that.
Right.
But then again, how I'ma feel? Cause shit, my truck gonna be paid off in a year. So I'm like, okay, how I'ma feel when it's paid off though?
You
Right.
feel
Right.
me?
That stack bundles, you might can tell me that because you got something paid off, right? So then
Yeah,
that's a whole different level, right?
you gonna run them bitches like dogs, dog. And they, hey, look, it's just gonna be free money, and you gonna get all your bread back, and then you gonna go buy some more. You gonna
Right.
level up some
But
more,
see,
and you gonna get more, and then now you're gonna be making 10,000 a day. And when you got
right.
20 trucks and you sitting around this motherfucker like, man, you know, it ain't nothing you can. What can they tell me?
But see,
Man.
my view on that, why I'm saying new, okay, because we all know I'm Mr. Tap Dancer, Bojangler,
But
whatever.
hold up, hey, D-Rod, hold up though. Give us a calculation, cause I'm curious. I heard some people paying 3,000 a month, 4,000 a month, and I know y'all leasing these trucks through these people, and they not busting your head like that, cause you leasing multiple ones. But
Right.
what's the down payment? You know how long?
No
I
down
mean, you know
payment.
what's the? Let us
No down
know.
payment.
Ain't no
No
down
down payment.
payments.
No down
So
payment.
so so Low Shine ain't had no down payments either.
I don't know. Yo,
Well,
he's
well,
something different.
Ah,
well.
okay,
See,
okay, okay.
it's no
Yeah.
down payment. It's no down payment for the mega carrier. But if you want a brand new truck like that, let's say you go to Lone Mountain, you finna drop like 15K down up front for a new truck like that.
Yeah, it's
Right.
gonna be
Outside of
But
the mega
15.
damn,
carrier,
but hold up though. But look, if you gonna go get them 15 grand, why wouldn't you just go finance one and your truck payment be like 700-800
Right.
I don't
But
know.
a
I
month?
can't
see,
speak on that. I'm just speaking on what I
see,
see. You know what I mean?
my
Cause
thought process on this, right? First, if I'm going to be hiring drivers, okay, I'm a startup. Okay. Again, if y'all don't know my story, I came in the game broke. I invested 25,000 into a restaurant that fell off. Okay, so I came in the game broke. Started stacking my money up. I knew I wanted to start a fleet. So me going out either to pay cash for a truck or to go finance a truck outside of Stevens did not make sense to me because if a driver leaves me and I got to continue to make payments on that truck and I can't find a driver, that didn't make sense to me.
That's true. That hey,
So
you a smart man for that one. That's
right,
smart.
so what I'm doing is the longer drivers stay with me, once I feel I can trust you, if you stay with me a certain amount of time, then we can go to the dealership. But at the beginning, no sir, not gonna work. So that's why I looked at it like that. And the reason I'm thinking about, I'm a new truck guy. I'm trying to be a mega carrier myself. So I look at the mega carrier model and I see brand new 2018, 2019s out here. But before we talk about the payment, why do they have these brand new trucks? What's the payments or how do they get them? What are they paying for the truck? I'm trying to figure out how they get brand new like that.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not,
easy. That's easy. I could go in the dealership right now and go get me three of them, dropping probably 50 racks. Go get me 3 brand new Mac Anthems right now. My bill will be 300,000. They already done booked me at 5,000 a week.
Right.
A week for these 3 trucks, man. Hell no. Nah.
But I'm
I'd
saying,
rather just save my money, save up a couple 190,000, probably give me a cool 500,000, and go buy 3 9 cars, flat cash out, and get a deal that way, and then bust the streets up.
so you'd never buy a new truck?
Not unless I was paying cash for it, because I
Right.
need to
That's what
get.
I'm saying. I'm with you. If
Yeah,
I'm gonna
not
buy,
unless I was paying cash for it. Yeah, I would buy a new truck. Yes, I would.
I'm trying to get to the point where I can pay cash for a brand new truck, and I'm not talking about the 120, 140. I'm talking about the mega carrier deal.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Well, look, the only thing you got to worry about is when you leasing all them trucks. When one thing go wrong, it can fuck up the whole domino.
Right.
One thing.
Right. Oh, I know, but I'm saying, well, not. I mean, SC is kind of different.
When you independent,
right.
your ass off.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But again, I'm new in the. I ain't as thug fizzle as you. Okay. I'm a little scary, so I said let me do it the safety net way, learn the game, then I can step over there.
Exactly.
That's what I want to do.
Like I said, it's so many lanes, man. Everybody got they different approach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all what works for you. Basically. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I just know it's night and day when it comes to, the owner op situation and company coming from the company get my own truck. It's so different. It's ridiculous. You're like I was like, man, I couldn't even understand. It's a trip because when I first started, I was proud of the money that we was making. You know what I'm saying? Because we was running hard. People were saying like, man, you know what I'm saying? That's all y'all making, ran 6,500 miles. You know what I'm saying? They clowning me, and I'm like, shit, we grinding. I'm just starting, so I believe like from working from the ground up, so I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Beast, I got to play devil's advocate. How differently would you feel if you wasn't teaming with your wife? If she was, say, a stay-at-home mom, or she had a career already at the crib, and you would have been out there solo dolo. How differently would you feel about it?
No, I wouldn't do solo. When I first came, when I first I paid and went to school on my own, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to Swift. My first week solo, I made $1,000. But in my first week, I realized you need to run teams because Swift catered to teams and trainers. So I realized I need to run teams. So I got a youngster I went to school with, and we teamed up that second week. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't run solo.
But
it's not worth it to me. It's not worth it.
Wouldn't the money be different teaming with your wife and all of it coming to one account, or teaming with somebody else and now y'all got to split that separately?
Yeah, of course the money's gonna be different with my wife, but with teaming you're gonna get more money, period, even if it's separated because they're gonna run you harder. You're gonna get more miles. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get all those expedited loads. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be running East Coast to West Coast. You can get East Coast to West Coast in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? If you teaming. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gonna solo, you're gonna make your money, but you ain't gonna be able to get all them loads. If you got team, it's no loads you can't get. You feel what I'm saying? And if they know you running, how Swift was, shit, they got you stacked up. I was dodging work. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Once they see you a good runner, shit, they're gonna work you like a fucking mule.
Right.
Only because I would say that some people do choose the whole local or being home, or because of the family aspect. We never touch on it, but some guys just feel like time is worth more than money. You know what I'm saying?
Like I feel when you come in this truck game, I'm talking from a person that's still new in the game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've been doing good since I first started because I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? By nature, I'm a grinder. So I've been grinding since I was grinding when I was with my trainer. You know what I'm saying? I started off driving 10 hours. My first day I drove fucking 10 hours and did it the whole time. So I was making money when I was in training. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you come out here with this truck game, you got to know that it's a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? When you come in OTR, like I said from the beginning, OTR, it's a means to an end. I'm not saying that a person should be OTR forever unless
Right.
unless you ain't got no family, no friends, no life. You know what I'm
And I
saying?
think
But
that's where a lot of people get it misconstrued too, because as local drivers, they look at it as like, you they don't. I don't think they know a lot of times the OTR drivers playing. They just looking at, because you got a lot of guys out here been out 15, 20 years. They just want to be on the road. So when you hear the term OTR, a lot of times that's what we just think about. Just like when an OTR driver hears local, they just think about a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of
right.
perception. Like, what I'm saying, people's perception may not always be correct. You know what I'm saying? But then you have people who will feed that perception, which will lead people away from it even more. So I get what you're saying.
Long as you
Definitely
got
get what you.
that, long as you got that plan, I'm just saying that you can go OTR and stack you up some quick bread. You know what I'm saying? A little extra bread, I would say.
That's all I'm saying.
Like I just had a get together at my house, for New Year's or whatever, and I had it was two local truck drivers at my house. My homeboy that he I don't know he drove for, but he said he do the tri cities or tri states. He just is his he do Nevada, Utah, and California. That's
Right.
all he run. They call it the triangle, right? And
Right.
then he stays in Vegas. So sometimes on the way home, he hitting that 10 hour, you know what I'm saying, at the house, and then he doing his 34-hour reset at the house. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
he making like he bringing home like 1,300 a week, and he cool, you
Right.
know. And then this other guy said he was finna start working uh he started tonight. He started tonight doing some pigs, hauling pigs, and he taking the trailer from Vegas to Utah, Salt Lake City, which is only, you know what I'm saying, like 400 miles or something like that. You know what I mean? And coming right back, and he gonna get 1,000 a week for that. And he
Right.
was happy with they
Right.
say come home every night, he gonna get 1,000 a week, 4 hours up, 4 hours back, and he was happy with that. So it's all depending on what you're looking for. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So look,
Right.
we got
Big
Big
Nah.
Knock. He in the building.
My
Who
phone
is
bad, G. My fault.
who is
Okay,
that?
this is
Big
Big
Knock,
Knock.
Town.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
What's up, my
So,
brother?
How y'all
so
doing, man? First, I'd like to just say to everybody listening and to you guys, man, I be happy we out here making some type of money. You know what I'm saying? Good
right,
money and things
Right.
like that. But what I want to say is I'm with Swift and Moto, right? I'm
Okay.
new to the game, but I'm trying to figure out what is the big ordeal. I got in, I leased my own truck. Now I'm going to buy another truck outside of Swift. And the local guys that's local, they have a great plan. They got them at $14 an hour, $40 every drop and hook. And these guys making 1,200, 1,500 a week, good money. So I'm
right.
trying to figure out when you say, man, local against over the road. Man, it's a preference, isn't it?
Yes,
Doesn't it get down to a preference of what this person likes to do?
yes. But you got to. First of all, it's YouTube. Okay, we got it's YouTube. But we're coming from our personal experience or our views. And me, I just said, like you said, $1,200.
Right.
Like to me, what I'm trying to do, and what I feel like the society is going to, $1,200 is not enough.
Okay.
Faithful.
Let me say this too as well. Now, the reason no one asked the question, well, dude, how are you putting down on another truck? Did you put down to lease on this other truck? Nobody asked that. First, the other thing that no, I never hear a video about, I never hear nobody say anything about. You gotta have more than one thing burning in the fire. I've
Right,
been doing real estate for 15 years, which when I did a closing is how I got the money to go and get me another truck because I know it's profitable because I have a number of guys here in Chicago.
Thank you.
My boy Rome is one. He got 6 trucks and trailers that he went from Chicago to California,
Appreciate you.
and he making good money. So to the viewers and everybody else, don't always just say, "Hey, I'm doing one thing and I'm gonna make this money." Because you're right. Me, I'm an owner op and I'm only still doing maybe 15, 18 because I don't get out there like I supposed to because I'm doing other things.
Right.
But you have to have more than one thing burning in the fire to get
Right.
to where you want, man.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
Right.
what everybody needs to understand that. I had a tow truck. My tow truck was split second towing. And now I'm doing this and I have my real estate, I have my broker's license, I have my leasing license, everything. You have to have more than one thing burning in the fire to get to where you want to get, to
right,
make it easier, man.
right,
Right.
But I just when I hear you guys say over the road and man, I want to make this type of money because I respect Drodge. I respect my man Guilty. There's a lot of people I respect on here just from conversation, but as businesses, man, you gotta have more than one thing burning. But man, you doing 6,000 a week, 10,000 a week. Somebody, you know what? Somebody else will look at that shit and be like, that ain't no money. So nobody gonna ever be happy. You know
Right.
what
right.
I mean?
Yeah,
So
but
if
see,
you,
what
go
what
ahead.
you saying is right now though, you're kind of helping my argument because you are
Okay,
not a company driver, W-2, okay, and you came in to get you have real estate. You're an entrepreneur,
correct.
so
Right.
that's again. I'm saying you have options,
But
OTR.
see,
I mean, company local dudes. To me, they are handcuffed. That's what I'm saying.
But
but see,
that's because
D-Rod,
you got But that's
you
because you
keep.
guys have a higher platform and you have to present that. Because let me tell you, man, a lot of guys just don't know that there is other options to further what they're trying to do. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So I mean, yeah, fortunately, 15 years in the game of real estate in Chicago, which is one of the hardest spots you can maneuver in. Yeah, I have a business oriented mind, but I didn't know shit about trucking, bro.
right,
So when I got in trucking, yeah, I had some help, but I had to do the bumps and grinds. I put down when I leased because when you say they don't make you pay anything, they had a $2,700 down payment. But I went on and paid that out because I didn't want them taking $100 out of my settlement every week.
right,
But how many people can do that, and how many people know to do that? But I guess what? I still don't know all the game. I listen to Stacks, and man, what he got going on, that's love. I listen to
right,
everybody. I listen to what D-Rod's doing. I listen to what Low Sean. But I'm not at that level yet. But I'm cool enough to say that I'm not at that level, and I respect everybody else. But guess what? Give me another year, I'll be there.
right.
That's
Exactly.
if I want to. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I just want to go
hey,
ahead.
Big Knock. It ain't hard to get here, bro. I came out the gate here. So trust me when I tell you. Where you want to go is you want to get into shipping passengers, airplanes, boats, shits across seas. That's where the real money. We're at the low level of trucking. We're at the low level of transportation. For
right,
real. You know what I mean? Like we able to make real good money at the low level. That's why I tell people it's $1 billion a year industry. And all you gotta do is a numbers game. The more numbers you do, the more money you make. You ain't necessarily gonna kill it all in one go, one strike. You gotta have a bunch, like you said, you gotta have a lot of eggs out there cracking.
Okay.
right.
Right,
Well, first
right.
first of all, again, because not local in my eyes. I need a straight
This
up
guy. This
local
guy.
W-2 ass dude
Bro,
to
you
come up
talking
here.
about a small? You talking about a small percentage of trucking?
Those the ones that be talking.
So let me ask you this, D-Rod. Let me ask you. When you say I'm not local, I don't go further than 150 miles or 78 miles. Like today, I didn't go no further than I just went from the rail yard back to the yard. That was only 10 miles, but it did me 6:45 today. And you telling me that's not local?
Let me
You
ask
What
you.
he
leasing
looking
though.
for?
Let me ask you a
What
question.
he
Hold
You
on.
looking for?
leasing
Let
though.
me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Can you go? Can you drive your truck anywhere else you want to?
Yeah, I can drive my truck anywhere.
Exactly. Okay, you're not local.
Oh my God.
You're
Oh
not
my
local.
God. You stacking it against it. Oh my God. It's not a fair
You're not
argument,
local,
yo.
bro.
It's not a fair argument there. What you mean? You
Oh,
keep
Hey,
you keep
hey, bro.
finding people. Hey, look, you keep finding people who like being home and who are able to be home and make good money, but then you keep disqualifying them by your standards, and you can keep your argument going. So
Hey,
you
hey,
ain't
hey,
gonna never
hey,
you
hey,
ain't gonna
Jay.
never stop arguing.
Hey, bro. Stack Bundle said it the best. Big bank, take little bank.
Ah, look at
Big bang,
this
big
is
bang, take
and
little
that's
bang.
why, and that's exactly why we've been arguing this shit for 3, 4 goddamn years.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, bro, all I'm asking for. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me see. So let's try to let's find some boundaries there.
What my man? Hold on. What my man Deron at?
Bro, I sent him the Google Joe. He ain't answer. See how you local? Well, see how the local cats do.
Hey, but
Hey man, I'm just trying to keep it equal, man.
we never got the answer on how much them lease trucks cost a month, though, man. How much them
Hey,
cost a month?
hey, I don't mind telling you, big fella. I pay $575 a week.
Okay, he
I
close.
pay
He 2,200 a
but
month.
wait a
Okay,
minute.
how
But
much you
hold
paying,
on, but hold on.
D-Rod?
But hold on, Stacks. Let me tell you the rest though. I pay
Okay.
$20 for my Qualcomm, my
Qualcomm.
Qualcomm, my
Okay.
$5.70 for bobtail fees, 58 cents for insurance. I'm paying all that, right? So I'll be a negative in the hole at the beginning of my settlement, $1,200. That's with fuel
Okay.
and everything about because I only put like $250 in there. But I knock all that out. My settlement start on Thursday, right? By
Right.
Saturday, I'm already on what I'm bringing home. But that's if I'm not bullshitting. Now, if because I go in and I do 8 hours, 6 hours, shit like that. But now let me put in 12 and 14, 30, run my clock all the way down. Man, I can bring in 2 bands a week, but that still may not be no money to D-Rock.
Nah, look.
Still not.
2 grand. Hey, 2 grand a week is good. When I first came into trucking, that's all. I was happy making 2,500 a week until I realized that I was selling myself short. Like, man, you know, the more you make, the more levels you like. Man, fuck it. I'm making 2,500. It's easy. Let me see if I can make 5,000 a week. Then
Right.
when you get to 5,000, you making 20 bands a motherfucking month, and you able to keep at least 12, 13 of it. You like, shit, hold up. Let me see if I could let me see if I go buy me another truck real quick and I can turn this into 40. You know what I mean?
Well,
Let
them
me see if I
chips
can.
good, ain't they, boy?
Right in my face, bro. You know I'm fasting.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
Hey,
them chips
motherfucker.
good,
hey, my
ain't they?
bad. Hey, hey,
You
hey,
feel me? You
hey,
over there like,
hey, y'all. Hey, I'm enjoying myself, man. You know what
Just
I
go
mean?
eat in my face, bro. I'm fasting, bro.
You ready?
That's,
he said,
Okay.
don't eat in my face. I'm
yeah.
fast.
But
Hey,
look,
y'all, man.
hey,
Hey,
Stack.
hold up. Hey, I want to let y'all know, man. Beauty and the Beast, we out here. I'm gonna take the kids to Jump Zone, man. Y'all
All
be
right,
safe
man.
out there.
All right,
Big
same
All
to
right,
you,
All
Stacks,
right,
man.
bro.
Big
man.
Bob.
So,
All right,
hey,
bro.
Stack. So I'm 6 to 7.
How I hang it up?
Just hit the X joint. All right, here I'll get you out of here.
My
Okay,
shit
But
don't say
thanks.
nothing incriminating.
right.
Yo, I can't stand that big nigga J, man. That
Like, man, hey,
nigga.
like that
But look,
motherfucker Jay, man.
but I kind of said it already. But Stacks, that's something you and I will talk in private. Okay.
All right, that's cool. That's with. I'm with it.
You
I'm
know,
Hey,
with
but
it.
look though, Big Knock, I believe was his name. He brought up a good point too because maybe another reason, and I'm just trying to for these local guys watching, I'm trying. Y'all ain't saying that,
he
but I'm trying.
ain't saying nothing.
I'm with
But
you, Jay. I'm with you, sir. I'm with you on the local. Go ahead.
I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? He's on the moment. But like multiple incomes. Okay, one of the reasons why I feel so much more comfortable, you know, being home more and not worrying about chasing every dollar is because I have more money coming in from different revenues. Like for example, when I first came into trucking, my wife wasn't working. She know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want her to work. I told her she didn't have to work. She built her babysitting service to what it is, to where now she's making over $4,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? So
Is
I
she
don't
making
feel
more than
like
you,
I
Jay?
have.
See, Jay, I
She
knew
she
you was
damn sure
smart,
might.
Jay. I knew
She
you was
damn sure
smart.
might. She damn sure might.
That's
She
because you
damn sure.
local. That's
Hey,
because
but look though. But wait though. Cause okay, so we could cause again, let's set these boundaries because you may have a guy here who's an owner operator. His wife don't work, and he's making 10,000, 11,000 a month. Well, me and my wife put together are making that. So what's the difference
hey,
if
bro,
if it's the
Ain't
same
no
pot?
difference. That's the
hey,
point. Ain't no difference. It's just the only difference is uh the level of what you actually are doing. You know, like you taking
Right.
care of kids. That's major shit. We transporting goods all across the world. That shit they can't go without. Just like the daycares, you can't go without them. You know what I mean? But when the economy crashed, they gonna be the first ones to go because kids can stay at home. You see what I'm saying? They can do other things besides, you know what I mean, go to school and still learn. They're not gonna be able to do that for us. We're not gonna have a recession ever. Never.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
The only way we're gonna have one is if we create it, and which we should. But it's a lot of niggas out here making money that ain't really gonna give a fuck. So, you know.
Right. And that's what I'm saying about you don't know what's gonna happen in the future. So get as much money as possible.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, you don't count because you got real estate and you're leasing. I'm thinking you W-2 ass motherfucker. But you got there, you with me.
Hey, the average trucker ain't even got money to feed itself, bro.
Exactly.
Riding down the road.
Right.
Come on, man.
But hold on, let me say this. But let me say this though. The average truck now, it also comes in with a person being able to take care of their finances and being smart about their money.
Hey, baby,
because if you can't make it with 4 to 5 grand a month, when you got other people just doing $1,600 a month,
right?
Hey, something is wrong with you. A matter of fact, this is downtown Chicago. I live downtown. That's the Wintrust Arena and the Marriott and all that down here.
Hey, he living good too, y'all. Living good.
Yeah, see?
Hey, he look like he in a penthouse or some shit.
Man, I'm but see, this is what I'm saying though, right? There's no big ass and little U's. You have to have your finances in order. Because just because you make 10,000, this ain't to nobody. Just because a person make 10,000, don't mean I'm still gonna win in the end. You know what I'm saying? Because I may be a motherfucker that gamble. I used to gamble a lot. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has something, but to me, man, long as you guys is eating and ain't nobody living in the truck, you know what I'm saying, or living on their mama, living in their mama basement. Hey, I love y'all. I love everybody on YouTube that's humping, and that's just my attitude. But D-Rod, I got to be an owner-op company.
Hey, D-Rod's living in the truck, Joe. D-Rod's living in that truck.
Man, I seen that. No, I seen his crib.
I see him when he go home. He go home like once a year.
Oh man.
Hey, Stack, don't worry. I'll be out to Vegas real soon, bro. Don't worry. I'll be out to Vegas real soon, cuz. I'm about to get that car hauling money, cuz.
Hey, man, that's where it's at. My boy LB, he young, he 27, man. And he car hauling, and he been telling me about that. And the man got this, the man has his Dodge Charger, Challenger, and an SS Trailblazer. His house, he's doing well, man.
Right.
Hey, that's good money, man.
Them car haulers, boy, they're in their own lane, baby. We all you, baby. Nah, just playing. We ain't all you,
but anyway, man, I'm thinking I could get some local dudes up in here. I guess not. All you local, I know y'all watching. You're local.
Hey, yeah, I'm gone, D-Rod. Hey, I'm gone, everybody, man. Y'all take it easy, man.
All right, man.
All right, be easy, man.
Yes, sir.
What you saying, Jay?
Man, I've been trying all night, bro. They can't say nothing else to me, man. I tried, man.
Hey, bro,
I broke out every argument from every angle, from every perspective, and hey, man, y'all on. I ain't saying nothing else, man.
Right. I need, and if anybody knows of a local W-2 ass motherfucker,
bro, you can't keep saying that.
Okay, if you got a channel, put it in the comments so I can go watch them.
Shout out to my boy Kevo. What's up? Shout out to Dangerous. It's obvious. Shout out to them too. Both.
Hey, Kevo, what's up? Now you should ask him. Kevo was just local, and he was making money. Why you don't ask him?
You said was just local.
No, he's still local.
What he did?
He was with Swift though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's still local.
Yeah. He was with Swift, then he went local. Yeah, that boy got his own spot. Like I think he's like 21, 22 years old.
Hey, man.
Chilling.
He started. Yeah.
Okay. So he local. He got his own spot. That mean he got money.
What do you consider money, D-Rod? What the hell? You something else, brother. What you consider?
You see him, right? He keep changing the argument. He keep changing.
Wait. Hey, look, hey, bro. At 21, I was in college broke with my own spot. What you talking about?
Oh my God! All right, bro. All right.
Man, hey, this
money,
guy
bro.
here,
He
man.
getting money, bro.
But for real, all serious. What does he do? What is he?
I want to say he do. I don't know if he do like food service. Wherever he at, I think only requires a year experience. But he has a channel. Kevo, what's up, young boy?
Kevo, what's up?
Yeah, but listen, here's the thing. He started off with Swift. He showed you from when the first day, him taking his test and everything, he started off, he was out there humping and he was making money. And then he had to stop for whatever reason, and he didn't got him his house. He got a car. I remember when he went and got his vehicle. He got his apartment, everything, a nice crib too. So at 21, and he's doing W-2s. This guy. Watch this. D-Rod's, go ahead. Say something.
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, bro, wait a minute. Whoa, bro. I guess he's buying Jordans. He got his own play.
Hey, bro, look,
you gotta remember he's 20 years old now. Wait a minute.
We ain't gonna judge him on what he do with his money. We gonna judge him on with the money. He making money. Like, look, again, we done met somebody by your requirements, and now you trying to change
whoa. This shit. 1 day ago, goodbye 2018, owner op, trucking talk sneakers YouTube live. I don't get it.
Bro, he a YouTuber, man. Come on, you know what that is. Stop playing.
Bro, he say he owner op, bro.
He's not owner op, bro.
No, he's not owner op.
He clickbait.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Motherfuckers get 6,000 subscribers and looking down on everybody else YouTube. I tell you what, y'all YTTA cats or something else, boy.
Hey, I got a serious question to ask you though. Hey, you guys, what did you hear what CR England just did with the sleepers?
Nah.
They put the sleeper right over your head now.
What?
Yeah, it's a dude. He's on YouTube and he showed it. They got the 2 bunks in the back. Yeah, they got a sleeper that's over the driver, and he's upset because he can't stand up when he trying to move around. So that's crazy, man.
England put 3 drivers in the truck.
3 drivers in the truck and got 3 sleepers, man.
Nah, I'm good. Nope. Nah, I'm good. Hey, bro, before I do that, I'll go local. I'm lying.
Hey, you don't have to go low. Hey, you gonna be home sitting down anyway, man. You try to get all them trucks out there.
I'm going local is if I'm sitting at the crib, bro. I'm not. No, sir. No.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, but look. But if I do happen to go local, bro, don't hold it against me, okay?
Oh, you softening the blow now? You softening the blow?
Hey, they held it against me, so we for sure gonna hold it against you, bro. You better bet that. They let me have it, bro. What you talking about?
Hey, bro, I'll never go local. I said it, bro.
Hey, bro.
Hey, look, real quick.
Never say never.
Hey, what if I do Uber and Lyft, bro? Does that count?
Oh, man, shoot yourself, man.
Hey, he got big.
Hey, this guy, man, I told him.
Hey, bro, I'm not entertaining none of this.
But, hey, bro, serious question, bro. I thought about it.
All I'm saying, bro, all I'm gonna say is you should strive to be a fleet owner like Stacks, bro. Okay, the Stacks is out here setting a trend for fleet owners, man. You know what I'm saying? He out here setting.
I felt like I could make more money doing Uber and Lyft than I could as a W-2 local guy.
No, dog.
Man, I don't see. Hey, listen. Hey, I had to start off local, man. So that's why I'm defending it because, man, local I was still doing good, man. I mean, for my 3 months.
Why you stay local?
Why did I stay local?
Why didn't you stay local?
Oh man, because I needed my own, man. By me being a business dude, my plan is I'm gonna have. That's why I'm getting the other trucks. I'm gonna have 2 drivers for this. Huh?
You said you needed more money?
I said my. Hey, D-Rod, don't get you something to eat, man.
Hey, bro, I'm hungry. I'm hungry and thirsty, bro.
Well,
bro, you keep thinking when you think of local, you thinking of when you go to 7-Eleven or when you go to Wawa and you see old boy around back carrying the 12 cases.
Yeah,
that's what you
man.
think. That's
exactly.
what he think about. That's
Exactly.
all he picturing.
Hey,
He
bro, that's
picturing old boy.
Oh,
He picturing old boy in the food line fixing the Pepsi aisles.
he
That's what he.
picturing no,
That's
he
not
picturing
all local.
delivery guy.
Yeah, that's not
He
all
picturing
local,
delivery.
man.
and with the back brace. They got the back brace.
That's what he picturing.
No, man,
That's
no.
come on, man. That ain't no
Listen,
different than cats
listen.
out here doing flatbed, man. Come on, man.
Man, these guys are doing anymore. They do dropping hooks. That's it, man. They don't go into Walgreens, man, and gotta set up Coca-Cola bottles and shit.
Yeah.
No, man.
That's entry level local. That's I want to go OTR. That's straight. Nah, man. See, that's what you setting up. Boy, you know that.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, bro.
You setting up.
Is,
You setting up. All we need one LTL cat to come up here from an Old Dominion or Central Transport that's been there for at least a year or two. You know what I'm saying? We need them to come up here. But see, the thing is, though, it goes back to a point I made a long time ago. Guys get in those positions and don't want to tell nobody because they don't want nobody to make the money that they make. That's what that is.
True.
But Jay, this is the problem though. If you read and do research on your own, you can still get it. That's the problem. That's why I don't
want
ask,
everything handed to them. You know, they want to
and that's not gonna happen.
They want to watch a YouTube video for 5 minutes and know everything there is to know about truck driving. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to put the applications in. They don't want to call and talk to human resources departments. They don't even, you know, in today's day, people don't even want to show up for an interview no more. I remember when I was like 10, 15 years ago, you used to have to go up there and actually talk to people. People don't want to do that no more. They just want to call, get all the information they can get, and get the job over the phone. You know what I'm saying?
They just want to say they want to drive for Drodge, and then they just want to get on. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. They want to get hired through the text message.
Hey, let me tell you something, okay? My driver's making some good money, okay?
Says who? Hey, let's get one of your drivers on. Since you are, let's ask them if they happy.
Hey, bro, I ain't got no problem doing that.
No, I ain't gonna get them fired because you're fired.
All my drivers eating over here, dog. They making more than company drivers in local.
Man, hey, they right there, the same pay. The same pay. You ain't gonna get them no money like that.
The Joker said, if you scared, go local. Let me see, how much you making truck or Chuck?
If you scared of what? I guess that's what I'm missing, man. That's what I'm missing. If you scared, I don't want to be over the road. I got family here. I got business here. I don't want to be gone 3 weeks at a time, man.
All it is, man, is that I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna tell you what it is. A lot of these subscribers and viewers, their favorite YouTuber told them that there's something wrong with being local. So now all of a sudden, through the entire trucking industry, people don't want to be local because their favorite YouTuber told them that that's the case.
But here's what I want to. I'm gonna sit back and laugh when their favorite YouTuber, Drodge, goes home and let his trucks run, and he's sitting at home with his family with his feet up. I want to see what they say then. What is he gonna say then?
Hey, nah, you almost got blocked, bro. Chill. Okay?
Don't worry, you unblock me tomorrow. You give me a 24-hour reset.
I'm gonna be working. Okay, I'm gonna be working. So,
hey,
but look, hey Jay, somebody, Marcus Hannon said, "Ain't no LTL cats on YouTube. They ain't got no time.
They ain't got no time.
Yeah, because they gotta work 80 hours a day.
Oh, that's what they think. Oh, okay.
Man,
I want to know these jobs that these cats are talking about, man. Y'all got me thinking like y'all got this perception that local drivers is out in the middle of the field picking cotton, driving their truck. Like y'all, that shit is crazy to me. Like all OTR gigs are the best ever.
The best ever.
Listen, listen. I don't know where they're getting it from, man. We can only work here in Chicago, and I'm sure in the city we're in. You can only do 8 to 12 hours because once traffic starts, ain't no use of you going back out. So you're only doing 8 to 12 hours, and these guys is making good money. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm lost.
Like, my understanding, can you work a lot of hours to make extra money? Yes, but everyone isn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's guys out here that, like, because if that's the case, I could have stayed at Walmart distribution. If I wanted to work 12, 13, 14 hours, 7 days a week, I could have made, it's people there doing that, making money. I don't want to do that.
That place is horrible, though, man. I'm glad you got out of there. That place is fucking, I hate going there, man. Fuck that. Skip that.
I can't say that, man. I know too many people that work there, man. I can't.
Man, we go to the Walmart all the time, the distribution center on in Hammond, man. And I see the way them guys working and what they got them going through. That's slave shit right there.
Hey, Brian, I don't agree or disagree. I can't say nothing. I know too many. I don't need nobody calling me, pulling up on me, say, "Oh, so you don't fuck with me?" Hey, Brian, I don't. Hey, man, that's my man opinion. Of shout out to 6088 Walmart distribution, Williamsburg, Virginia. But anyways,
hey Jay, I got a question, bro. Hey, are you local W2?
My local W2.
It's a two-part question. I just want to. I'm not joking. But I'm just asking.
Yes. I'm local. No, I'm not on the W2.
Okay. Oh, okay. So would you ever go local W2?
Would I ever go local W2 if the money was right? Yeah.
But hey, Brett, but that's a yes or no question, bro. Now you trying to change the argument into something negative.
I know you ain't. I'm learning from the best. Would I ever go? Honestly, as of right now, I don't think I could see me going anywhere else as of right now.
No.
Because you know what? Hey, Jay. But Jay, can I say why you don't want to go anywhere else? Because you happy where you at. You found what you want to do. That's all that matters, man. And you making money. D-Rod want to be out there, man, from California to New York.
Yeah.
You gotta let him do his thing.
Making all hands of money.
Yeah, look at that house, dude. That's why. Look at the size of that house. That house you had that you put up, man. That house is so big. Yeah, you need that money.
Bro, that house is not cut it out. Okay, that house is a 200 square foot house.
Oh man! But
hey, I don't know why people. I don't know why people keep saying that, bro. That house, I'm gonna do a tour in that house, and watch. It's gonna be a 1-second video.
Bro. Hey, bro, stop stealing my content, bro. Stop stealing my content. Hey, bro, if you ain't got a guest house, you can't do no house tour.
Woo! Hey, but look, AJ, though, real. The freedom you have of what the job you at now, compared to as you was a W2 local guy, would you go back? Would you go to W2 local?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just asking.
It's definitely something wrong with it when it's coming from you, but I get it.
Right.
I get what you're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? I definitely get what you're trying to say. I actually feel like, I'm home more doing this than I did when I was at NBI. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying though. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just the perception because I feel local. Like even though by whoever standards, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, because my thing is who's making these standards? Who is the end all be all that's saying, okay, that's local.
Your favorite YouTuber.
Yeah, you're right. That's a fact. You're right.
Your favorite YouTuber.
But it's just like what I'm doing right now, bro, I could be home Monday night, Wednesday night, Friday night, Saturday night. Technically, I'm home every day, whether I'm waking up in my bed or I'm going to sleep in my bed. I'm home. I see my son every day, and I'm making my check last week. That still ain't cash, but $1,630. And I'm cool with that.
So now, is that good money or no, D-Rod?
No.
Wow. Okay.
That's for me. I'm saying for me.
So let me ask you this. Let me break this down for me. Break this down for me. But break this down for me. So after your fuel, your insurance, your everything like that, you tell them you still grossing $3,000, $4,000. I mean, you can't really say I'm
grossing way more than that. I'm netting. I'm a trainer, right? I'm a trainer.
Take the trainer out. So you got to come on somebody level. You got the training. You got this.
Hey, bro, I'm not retarded. I'm not going. Bro, it don't make sense for me to be so low. I'm not retarded. I'm not gonna, bro. Again, I'm trying to make as much money as possible, as quick as possible, in the setting with a safety net. Okay, because again, guys outside of this safety net I'm in, they be stressing all the time, this and that. So I don't want to do that. Hey, bro, I said they ain't gonna come on this live feed and say
nothing. You know what's crazy though? You know what I don't get? Here's what I don't get, because I seen it a couple times in the comments. When people say you're capping yourself, right? I don't understand. Do they think that you're just supposed to go from CDL school to owner operator?
Thank you. There. Hey, I don't know how I did it, bro. I really don't know how I did it.
How am I capping? Say again.
Stack Bundles did it.
Name me 5 other people that did it. All the millions of truck drivers.
I did it, but I don't know how. That's all I'm gonna say.
I did it. Drodge, you were under a security blanket, man. Come on, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, I'm not retarded.
But I'm saying though, like when they say cap, and even when you first, bro, when you went to Stevens, you won't training right off the bat, so you were capped. Like when you say cap, to me, let me tell you, or maybe let me explain to you what I think cap means. Cap to me means this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to do for the next 20 years. That's cap. That's not always the case for people who choose to be local or choose any specific situation. This is what I'm doing as of right now as it pertains to my long-term plan. Right. I know that I'm not going to make over this amount of money. Owner-operators are capped depending on what they pull. Right. Yep. If you dry van or if you flatbed, you're not going to make with car haulers or specialized freight haulers, so you're capped.
What they mean is big cap take little cap, bro. That's all.
Well, what I mean is a happy driver ain't worried about another driver. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that was a bang bang.
So,
bang bang. Bang bang.
I'm saying, if I'm happy, I don't care what the next man cap that. I know where I'm at.
Hey, look, it's funny. Dre talking some what's the net? Dre, I'm sure you would want to see my net, bro. Don't worry about it, cuz. What's your net, Dre? You ain't seen no settlements lately.
Let me ask you something, Drodge. But do you think that local drivers are happier than OTR drivers?
No.
Shit.
No. Because I've worked that schedule.
What schedule is that?
That 9 to 5 or that third shift or whatever shift. Okay.
No, man, you got it all wrong, man.
Nah, hey, bro.
But what if they like that schedule?
Then they retard.
Because I'm gonna tell you something.
You said they retarded.
See, with all my job hopping, right? I've experienced guys who have been happier at the 9 to 5, and they've been there longer. Besides the OTR guys who hop companies every year.
Right.
So how is it that they're able to be, if it's supposed to be a worse situation by your standards or whoever's standards, how is it that this man is able to be happy at this $75,000 a year cap local W-2 position? But he's been here 15 years, but this OTR driver can't find his lane and been at 3 companies in the last 2 years.
Hey, bro, again, you said 15 years, but I ain't trying to work that long.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
But I'm saying though, you have people. That's the thing though.
But you got local guys in the same that can't find somewhere and be moving and being mad. Hey, bro, you've said it, and other people say you can get stuck local.
You said what?
You can get stuck. Don't get stuck local.
But I'm saying some people. I don't want to get stuck local because I have bigger aspirations, but some people want that. So who are we to tell them what is happiness to them? That's all I'm saying.
Right.
As strongly as you feel about what you're doing, it's people out there, and those are the ones that are in the comments that are scared to get on this damn live feed. But as strongly as you feel about what you feel, that's how they feel about their local job.
But they won't come on video and say that, so they don't feel that strong.
I'm gonna start doing videos, and I'm gonna show you when I get 2 driver working daytime, nighttime, plus my other truck. Right. I don't mind showing my settlements. I don't mind. I'm gonna show everything.
But you're not local. You're not W-2 local though.
Oh my god.
You an owner operator.
He ain't gonna never let that shit.
Never, dog. Never. Me and Trucker Brown brought to the end, dog. Local cats ain't nothing.
Man, shoot yourself.
If y'all are so much better than local cats, why y'all keep talking on them?
Hey, bro, I ain't never said I was better. I just said I look better, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm saying y'all carrying like y'all better.
Get this guy a microphone and a stage, man. He up there with Cat Williams and all them. Get this guy a stage, man. D-Rod something else, man.
Hey, bro, let me do this real quick. because people take this shit so seriously. Okay, this is entertainment purposes only. Relax. If you want to be local, carry your raggedy ass local. Okay.
I thought you were serious. See, okay.
No. All serious though. I understand. It's got to be local guys. It's got to be regional guys. It's got to be dedicated guys. It's got to be OTR. At the end of the day, bro, let's just being real. You do what's best for you. Okay. Again, this is entertainment purposes only, bro. I'm
laughing. Serious as a heart attack, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong with that. This is entertainment. We can argue all day. Okay. Right. I still feel the same way I feel about local. But again, being real, I understand what it is. Okay. That is what you wanted, what Jay want to do, what Big Knock want to do, what I want to do is different. What Ron want to do and be local, bro. Do your thing. Take care of your family. Make your money. Manage your money. And it's not a big deal. So anybody that's in the comments that be getting all mad and D-Rod, relax.
Yeah. Respect.
And like I say, the way I look at it, man, you shouldn't have to throw shade on another man's situation for your shit to shine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. We keep trying to turn this into a competition. It's friendly competition, yes.
But it's fun, though. It's fun.
Yeah. But some people take it too serious, man. They
that's the thing. The people that take it too serious, I have fun with you, okay? Because I'm gonna hurt you.
But I can't imagine nobody taking it serious, man. As long as I'm eating, I couldn't take nothing nobody else saying serious, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, man.
Somebody told me you keep focusing on another man's plate, you gonna starve. So that's what I don't get. You know what I mean? That's all. You know what I mean? So we at a buffet. You worried about how much chicken he got? There's another 30,000 pieces of chicken on the buffet. But you worried about his 5 pieces, and meanwhile you ain't got nothing on your plate.
But I will say that local is the shit, and the over the road drivers have problems, man. They need to come on home to the local side.
Nah,
D-Rod. Come on home, D-Rod. It's cool, man.
Nah. I'm gonna come home when the money get right. Dre say Dre, if you take it serious, why you don't be up on here, dog?
What you mean?
Nah, my man, Dre.
Oh, y'all can say, how do y'all see comments while you on, bro?
On your other phone.
Yeah, we got 2 phones.
Oh, let me go get my other phone. I didn't think. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. See, if you was a company W-2 guy, you wouldn't have a separate phone.
These guys, boy.
Hey, bro, only us OTR. On the rock type dude.
Hold on. Von Bang, my man Von, he said I can gross 100K OTR on the 1099, but after paying taxes, I'm only bringing home 70 to 80K, nearly close to W2, my opinion. Not to mention a maintenance account.
Hey Von Bang, I'm gonna just be real with you without incriminating myself.
Ain't nobody paying that much on the 1099.
I bought it. Hey, bro, you
Hey, bro, you might need to talk to your local CPA and go. They might be stealing your money, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Cause you know what I mean. That's what I don't get. Everybody be talking. Do y'all really think people would be on 1099 paying that much tax? Come on, man.
Hey, bro.
Somebody's stealing that boy's money. Good God Almighty.
Hey, bro, if you paying that, bro, you might as well be W2, bro. What? Hey, bro. Hey, hold on, man. Hold on. Hey, Von Bang, bro, please email me, bro. Please. Hey, bro, I'm not gonna do it on here, but please email me, bro. If that's what you paying, dog, because you are losing right now. I'm not in a bad. I'm not trying to shoot shots at you. I'm telling you the truth, bro. If you make 100,000 and you paying 20 to 30,000 in taxes, bro, you got the game all to up.
Hey, bro, do you have an LLC, my dude, or is it under your name? Or
hey, bro, I don't know. Hey, bro, he probably got it under his name. I don't know, but that
right there is crazy. That much?
That's crazy.
Nuts.
That's crazy.
Nuts, yo.
Yeah, I don't. Nah, bro. Nah.
Wait a minute. So you said
that boy's spending every dollar he got.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep when he said that shit.
Hey, Von Bang, you are no longer smart enough to be a troll of mine. You can't troll me no more.
Hey, bro, please, Von Bang, please, if you're serious, please email me. I will help you out. Please.
And buy a calculator. Good God.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, please.
God, where you going? Man. Hey, look, bro. That's tough there, boy.
But here we go. LOA, XLLLLA, whatever. Can you shower when you want? Do you number 2 in comfort OTR? I think not. Lay up in the box after a day of work and make great tickets? What? Okay.
Hey, bro, that's all you. I'm not.
Well, first of all, as an OTR driver, you can take showers whenever you want to. It's called unlimited showers. 2, do I take a comfortable number 2? Yeah, it's called get a shower. And I don't know that last part. That last part looks like you must be drinking or something, but I don't get what you're saying. Right. Marcus said, dude ain't writing nothing on, bro. He just making his money and just holding on to it or something. I don't know.
He over there feeding the homeless. What he doing?
Right, like, bro.
And he said he forgot about those deductions and write-offs. He said he forgot about it. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hey, bro, you got to do that, bro. You got to do that. That right, you paying that, man? That's ridiculous. And like, I don't even know what else to say, but like,
hey, bro. Matter of fact, hey, bro, let me be your CPA. If you just giving money away like that,
you know what I'm saying?
let me be your CPA, bro.
Bro, like, bro.
Oh.
But yeah, hey, Bombay, no, please, anybody on 1099, okay? And it's the reason a lot of people don't talk about it is because it's everybody's situation is different. Okay. One, I got 3 dependents. That's a good look for me. House, car, stuff. And other thing, I have an office. I got okay, and we got a lot of write-offs. No game. Okay, that's why I prefer 1099. That's why these 2 other guys on here, 1099, because they know. And that's why I keep saying the W2 is a scam. In a way, if it's what you like, do your thing, bro. Whatever. This is me just talking.
But I want a big old tax return at the beginning of the year, man. What you mean?
Hey, bro, go and wait for that money they owe you anyway. Hell no, get out of here.
I want a big tax return so I could go buy me a car, man. What you mean?
Yeah. So somebody said, but let's talk about some OTR drivers that's out here 4 years and they broke. And I feel like in trucking is what you do with the money. I mean, that's local guys too.
That's not so much on the position. That's on the person.
That's the person, right? That's the person.
Yeah.
I'm an owner. I haul in ammonia. I make $2,000 a run from Bakersfield. Again, that is a specialized.
He makes $2,000 a run.
A run.
Oh, a run from Bakersfield to Los Angeles.
I'm about to move to where he at.
Right, straight up.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Hey, Fernando Sadudos. Hit me up, bro.
Fuck that man name straight up.
Hey, bro, I'll go work for you, cuz.
Damn.
That's it. Hey.
Yeah, 2,000 a
You
run.
know what? Hey, bro, you gotta give me 25%, bro.
Should I go company in school?
But that's about 3 or 4 loads a day, ain't it?
And that's another thing can y'all touch on, man, when guys ask y'all about company or what school to go to. I just always wanted to say, I'm going to keep it 100. Every school you go to, man, they're not going to teach you what you think what you really need to know. It's going to be trial and error when you get out here, man.
That's true. And that question, I really don't answer too much.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think it's a dumb question. Go wherever the hell you want to go. People talk about, oh, you paid $10,000 for your CDL. Oh, you paid. It don't matter, bro. That money, you're gonna laugh at that money. If you use that CDL right, I don't care if you paid $50,000 for it. Don't do that. But if you use that CDL right, bro, it does not matter. So that question right there is, to me, and like we say, it's a preference. It's what you want to do. I wanted to go to a CDL school that was 5 minutes from my house, and when I was done, I was like a local cat. I could go home after that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. Hey, what? I'm just saying. I didn't want to go travel somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, look, see what's crazy to me, I've had people hit me up and ask me, and I'll tell them straight up, like, yo, I went to CRST, I left. It left.
Oh, and look, Fernando, owner op hazmat guy. Of course, dog.
Yeah, he said that's the way to go. He said that's the way.
Again, you ain't local, B. Damn.
Man, he local, man. He local if he say he local.
Right. True.
Man, it's local if you home every night.
Right.
And you can sleep in your bed, you local, man.
But yeah, man, we're gonna go and get out of here. But like I said, disclaimer alert, people, for anybody watching the playback and for the 93 people in here right now, man, this is entertainment purposes. Okay. I do not take this serious. It's fun. I only defend myself when people come at me. So don't shoot shots at me if you don't want return fire. But again, do what it is that you like to do. Again, that golden ticket called a CDL, you can do whatever you want to do. I personally, I know local cats that's making good money. And the funny thing is, when I got my CDL, I was offered a good paying local job. Okay. Well, shit, never mind. It was a 1099. But it would have been local. But never mind. It would have been specialized. Never mind. God, you know what?
Here we go. Here you go. Look.
He know how to cover his tracks well, don't he?
Hey, man. Hey.
Like a car salesman, boy. Good, crazy.
Hey, he's talking about OG. Hey, now I ain't no OG, babe. I'm young out here. But anyway, yeah, appreciate you checking in, Big Knock.
All right, brother.
We still ain't set no boundaries for real, but I think we got
I'm gonna get something for you. Hey,
I think we more confused than when we started.
Hey, bro, way more.
Hey, I'm gonna get a real local driver tomorrow, man, and I'm gonna video it. And I got you.
Yeah, because when I go home and I'm sitting at the house working from home, I'm gonna go out and go find some local cats and we're gonna talk about it.
Hey, bro, you better not walk up on no dude unloading that Pepsi, bro. You don't want to.
Hey, bro, hey, can you take some time off? Oh, you on the schedule? My bad.
But, he do not want to talk to you.
But nah, man, appreciate y'all rocking out with us, man. This is entertainment purposes only. Relax, but because hey, bro, people take this shit serious, dog. Like, bro, people. Somebody called into my company. The video where I was like exposing Stevens or something, where I was like how I train. When I said I make my students sleep on the floor, somebody called Stevens and said, "You have a driver that is making his students sleep on the floor."
Wow.
Yes, bro. So you just got to say that because you got some idiots out here. So
true. But
anyway, let me get out of here, man. I'm hungry. I didn't been on here too long. I'm weak. I'm woozy.
Hey,
so
I still got about 7-8 hours to drive. I appreciate the conversation, boy. God,
right. But hey, you fasting, Jay?
Am I what now?
You fasting?
It is live feed went fast, yeah, man. That was crazy. It went fast. Hey, look, everybody can't be Dr. B Smooth, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, shout out to Dr.
Hey, bro, I tried to get out of here with that. Hey, bro, God.
Hey, bro, I told you we with this shit all 2019.
Hey, bro, these other YouTubers who talk about the fasting, they don't know anything that they're talking about. If you don't drink tap water, you're not doing it right.
You know what I mean, bro? Just drink the water, my G.
You only can drink the water from 2 to 10. If you don't drink the 2 to 10, your electrolyte.
Oh my God!
Hey, be smooth. It's all a joke, bro. Because you seem like you're gonna get it in your bag. Relax. But anyway, all right, man.
All right, yo, I'm gone.
All right, dog. Hey, real quick, I'm still on here. I got to leave with this, okay? Life is simple. Choose to be happy, okay? And live your life in preparation that your dreams will come true. And if you ain't about that life, you better get out that truck.